croix that I'm dealing. Think I'm too much? Well, guess what? Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. I think someone's falling in love. Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. Too much, not enough. When's the last time you had a dessert you loved but didn't want more of? And what's the last tickle that made you giggle and smile while you wanted to get tickled a little? I'll tell you my butterflies, lift in your eyes in surprise. Now it's time for them to take flight. On your tummy I'll be tickling, stirring the pot. And you do not have to be shy to ask for a lot. That's hot. Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. I think someone's falling in love. Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. Too much, not enough. Everyone's wondering, who could it be? Want to know more, baby? Just get ready for me. I hope you had a good ride. Time to shake things up. You can run, but you can't hide. Don't look now, I just stole your crush. No hard feelings, it's hard dealing with all this je ne sais quoi that I'm dealing. Think I'm too much? Well, guess what? Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. I think someone's falling in love. Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. Too much, not enough. When's the last time you had a dessert you loved but didn't want more of? And what's the last tickle that made you giggle and smile while you wanted to get tickled a little? I'll tell you my butterflies, lift in your eyes in surprise. Now it's time for them to take flight. On your tummy I'll be tickling, stirring the pot. And you do not have to be shy to ask for a lot. That's hot. Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. I think someone's falling in love. Oh, 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 oh. Too much is never enough. Oh, 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 oh. Too much, not enough.
Good morning, YouTubers. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is it. Please let me know if this is a zombie apocalypse. I really got to go. If this is it, yeah. Good morning, y'all, YouTubers. It is the 4th day, the Golden Test Day, yeah, of October, the year of our Lord, 2023. Before anything else, yeah, a lot of people are saying they're going to turn off their phones, their TVs, their watches, because they all have smart ones. Let me ask you a question. If there's smart watches, TVs, and phones, why are they answering to an unknown caller? Because just because it says government, you don't know which government's calling. It should automatically be blocked. What? Yep, that's what I say. Oh, anyway, yeah. So let me say good morning, everybody, and then I'll find my my milk crate. I have to grab it for the front door because, you know, when you exit somewhere, you're going to need to always have an exit. So best thing to use is a milk crate. Prop that door open in case you need to escape that way. So good morning, Harvestberry Moon. Nice to see you. Lake Prairie, good morning. You're mighty up early today and out of bed. Nice video on your fog too, by the way. Ooh, reminded me of the movie The Fog. It's got a lighthouse. And is it a coincidence that Adrienne Barbeau was in the first movie of The Fog and also The Swamp Thing? Hey, good morning, Lady Dagger Status. How you doing? You're wondering when I was going to go live. Yeah, I was going to start at 6 this morning, but I saw that Keto Homestead with Jess was on, so I was going to give her time to do her thing. And then I figured I'd go just a little bit after. And she cut the stream off, I think, about 7:35 or so. So that's why if you didn't get notified, that's okay. It's a test. Just like the government's doing a test. I did a test. No 30-minute notification because I posted it 20 minutes prior to the show starting. But I did put it in my comment section or whatever, and it should have gone out that way. Good morning, CJ. How you doing? Nice to see you. And good morning, Junior Ninja. Blessings to you also. Oh, you're cleaning and rearrange your furniture. You can come over and help me rearrange some of my furniture. Longboarding Mom, good morning. Yeah, it is going to be a beautiful day because today you're supposed to make pumpkin pie. Yeah. Watch you do that pumpkin puree. Yummy. Let's see. Bear Truth, good morning. How you doing, brother? I'm surprised you're up. Did you get up so you have to take your red pill and go back into the Matrix and whoop some booty? So, yeah. So if y'all saw my title, basically, it's rule number 2, double tap. If you don't know how to double tap, you only got a few more hours just in case. If you didn't ever watch the movie Cell, you only got a couple more hours just in case. Hey, I'm just telling you. I mean, I could go from explaining the movie Cell to, then you need to watch Humans versus Zombies next because it covers a little portion of what's going on with the Cell thing. Yeah, and other things. And, yeah. So, y'all are thinking, trust, there ain't no such thing as zombies. They ain't going to come. If there's no such thing as zombies, then why do we have the zombie virus? And why do we have little bacteria worms coming from the permafrost from thousands of years ago? Yeah. And why can they freaking attack animals in the wildlife and make them zombies? You know, tell me, oh, well, that can't mutate. Oh, well, didn't the cucaracha wasn't supposed to mutate, and it sure did, huh? All it took them to put the wrong stuff in the cucaracha and it made freaking stuff mutate. So, yeah. That's that news article they're talking about. Oh, people think the zombie apocalypse is going to start, blah, blah, blah. And they even had people on there, is like, and they were dogging preppers. And there was some people on there say, hey, stop calling the preppers anti-vaxxers. They have their choice if they want to have the vaccine or not, which is true, you know. So, like some of y'all say, what's good for these, not for me. Yeah, well, you know what. So, yeah, don't be fooled by that beautiful clear sky. There's clouds in there. And who said that the stuff that they spray cannot be clear? You could be breathing it in. You're breathing it in when you're walking your car to go to work this morning. Lady D, so how's your pumpkin spice latte this morning? Did you forget your fruit for work? Oh, no, don't even freaking say that, Harvestberry. The virus better not be in pies because I'm waiting for Longboarding Mom to make that pumpkin pie because I could sure go for one. Yeah. If I use my phonograph, the only thing I'm going to listen to is the old LP of War of the Worlds. Yeah. bells are pretty good things they fold on people. So, just to cover something before I start sending some emails out there, and before people start getting busy, well, it's too late for one. She's already moving furniture and cleaning, so darn can't invite her up. Um, but needless to say, so let's see. You have your phone off, or you do have it on, but you didn't get the Jabberwocky. Everybody starts turning. I'm going to tell you right now, turn your phone off immediately. You know they're going to be able to track your phone. That's what they're doing now. The phone companies allow the government and other agencies to track your phone so that they know your location. But if you have your phone off and something happens, don't turn your phone on to use it. No. Find a hardwired landline to call somebody, or I wouldn't even freaking try to log into your computer to freaking send a text out. Use a walkie-talkie, smoke signals, stuff like that for at least the first 24 hours, because you got to think about it. If they're really trying to eradicate the population of the world, and they don't get everybody, they're going to know how many people. How will they know how many people besides the ones they put in the bunker? Yeah, they'll be tracking it because you're trying to use your phone to call your loved ones. Now, did you talk to your loved ones? I have a game plan. Something happens. Get over here. We'll meet here. And after so many hours, I didn't make it. Just keep going. Stuff like that. Bet a lot of you didn't. Nope, nope. And then you go, well, trust. I'm stuck at work. Yeah, do you got a bug out bag in your vehicle? Because if shit happens, you should always have it in there, even not on this day, but any day. You know? And let's see. Some of y'all are going to be like, well, I don't plan to bug out. I'm going to stay in. Yeah, but you're going to still want to call freaking relatives. And one of your relatives is going to panic and try to call you to check on your status. Do you answer the phone? No. Don't even turn it on so they can contact you. You should already talk to them before they do the test. You better contact them now, way before they do this test. Does it sound silly? Yeah. But what happens if worst case scenario happens? Who's going to be the one sounding silly afterwards? Like, damn it, I should have. Yep. It's like you want to listen to the CNN weather freaking man instead of trusting God when I give you the weather forecast. Next thing you find out, damn it, I should have freaking listened to Trust. He said that hurricane was coming right at me. Yep. Oh yeah, my phone's going to be off my laptop, my TV, and none of them are smart except for my phone. And I'm going to wear my smartwatch. Well, I'm not going to wear my smartwatch. I'm going to have my smartwatch on. I've been charging it for the last couple hours. I got one. I hardly ever use it. But there's only one reason I need to have it. If the suckers don't have my address or can't figure out where my address is to deliver my chair, I'm really hoping they freaking deliver it way before 2 o'clock. As long as I got the boxes in there, I'm good, and that smartphone is going to be turned off. I already talked to my sister and say, hey, you're in medical. Turn your phone off. Weird stuff starts happen at the hospital. And if you can, break away from the hospital. Say you got a family emergency and leave. Get hold of your son, tell him to come home, and go to your bunker. They got a bunker underneath their tennis courts. Yeah, I mentioned that before in the previous one. So, yeah, she never believed any of that stuff since I started freaking showing her and telling her and sending her information. And about broke her about the Fosse stuff because, she was an avid student of Dr. Red Duke before he passed away. And he's one of the top doctors in Texas that before he passed away, he taught everybody in Houston. That's where the top doctors used to go. So that basically broke her mind at that point. But then she realized she ended up going to a Pew Pew store. She got some self-defense stuff. She had the bunker built and everything else. I even went down there and helped organize and get things going for her down there when I was there last. And that's one of the reasons why I don't say when I'm gone for the weekend, I don't say if I'm out of town or not. Too many people in San Antonio know me. They know my sister by reputation like they knew her husband, her late husband. And We don't want them going over there and stuff. That's why I don't mention her first name either. And I don't mention my name because too many people in Texas actually do know us. And I don't want them showing up at my front door because even though I got enough to freaking fend off and protect my stuff, yeah, it's kind of a waste of defensive mechanisms having to do that. So I just keep quiet about it. Oh, I'm trying to see. All right, let me get the Gmail going and let's see if we can get the update on this fog. I don't know if she'll be able to come up. She'll probably say, "Oh, she's busy. Her feet hurt." No, no, no. You had plenty of rest and you had your feet therapy last night. So I don't want to hear no excuses. If your daughter calls, just leave a message. I'm busy. Wednesday's trust day. That's all I'm going to say because don't worry, you don't have to be up here for a long time either because I know you're going to possibly do your thing this afternoon. And maybe we'll have a special guest with you on yours if you get to do it. But we'll see. I think your daughter's going to call panicking, like, Mom. You know. Yeah. So, did everybody hear about the shootings in a certain Massachusetts freaking college? Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. They're still looking for the suspect unless they found him in the last hour or so. But I think it's more than one. And yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot to take my overlay off. Okay, I got my banner on, so TH2 can't get on me for it. And let's see, where's my overlays at? There you go. They're staring at you. They're looking at you like you're hungry. Just too much is not enough. Remember, you ever eat cake or dessert? Wanted more? Yep. Don't worry, folks. This ain't a real hand. It's a hand made out of Twinkies, and I'm eating them. Well, you know the Twinkies had to come and play if I'm going to mention rule number 2 about double tap. Yeah, MA is Massachusetts, ain't it? Oh, there was one in Maryland also. Yeah, those one yesterday and then one last night. I think it was. Or it might have been the day before on one and then the other on there. Oh my God. You see, the zombies already attacked. They killed her laptop. Plug it in and bring it back. Don't make me pull out my voodoo. Alrighty. Oh my God, I swear. You do this stuff on purpose, like Barry. Yeah. It's supposed to be 2:20 Eastern, 1:20 Central, and everybody else wants to be good luck. You got to figure it out because I'm not going to try to figure it out. It's too early. I'm still having my first cup of coffee, but I did have breakfast. I fried up some chorizo, added eggs to it, and made some toast, added butter, and then made it to a big old sandwich for this morning. And for y'all that don't know, I don't know where Crazy's at. So, no idea. No word, no movement, no nothing. She had her trees cut down yesterday, saw the pollen and everything else messing with them. She probably went out there after all the trees were done, hung out and tried burning some stuff on her fire pit, and now she's regretting with allergies this morning. Most likely, that's what I'm going to say. So, but or who knows? She was out there, the fog rolled in, and the zombies got her. Hey, good morning, Shift Kicker. How you doing? I see how you are. I saw you last night. Nope, nope. You got to charge your laptop, remember? I don't hear you back there. You need to start dusting because Shift Kicker hasn't been here to dust back there in a couple of days. Good morning, darling.
Good morning. I
So,
figured I'd connect to my phone and see how that went, but my phone's usually pretty busy, so we'll see. Good
Yeah.
morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah, but if you're on here, you can't answer your phone. So you know what? Your daughter can just leave a message, call her later.
Well, that one I have to answer because there's a lot going on.
No.
Yeah.
She should know just because you're the zombie expert, she can hold off.
Well,
She needs to freaking think for herself. She's a young adult lady now.
no, not
And
that.
worse comes worse, she can always call Allie and wake her ass up
No,
if it's an
not that
emergency.
one. Not that one.
Oh, the other one?
Yeah,
Oh, that one's
it's
done.
the
No,
grandson thing, and I'm basically like on call now.
no, that one's done. I never received a cheesecake, so that's it. I just handcuffed you. The furthest you can go is the bathroom and the break room, and that's it. Nope, sorry.
Yeah, delivered. Yeah, she's delivered a couple of cheesecakes out, but they were. Yeah, she gotta be careful with that.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Yeah. Well, I still have them on my prayer list because I kind of know what's going on, but I don't. But I
Oh,
did
yeah.
add in my prayer list either
Oh,
way.
thank you. Yeah, my middle one friend. Yep.
Mm. So I would invite Bear Truth up here, but I don't have his email. Hey, Marshmallow Man, how you doing? So
Don't.
no, so usually Crazy would invite him or Bushcraft. And if you'd like to talk to him or have him up here this morning, you can.
Yeah, I just don't know how to do that from my phone. Hold on.
Like Furry doesn't know something? Wait a minute. She's only had one cup of coffee this morning, y'all. So I want to know anybody in chat's could admit that they got the Jabberwocky. And it's only for survey purposes, so put a 1 if you did, because I just want to see when the notification go out, we don't hear from you anymore. Yeah, not like we really know your real name or we know what you look like, unless you're a neighbor. We've known you for a while before YouTube, but yeah. I'll just be able to mark out, okay, this person freaking turned. I know, Super Dave. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah.
Good morning, Super Dave.
Yep. Lake didn't bring no cinnamon rolls this morning. Her daughter didn't send no cheesecake. Yeah, we're like,
I know it.
this is the ultimate hump day. We're getting bent over by the government with no Vaseline, and you know what they're doing. And now Lake Prairie's following suit. No cinnamon rolls and no cheesecake from her daughter. Thanks, Lake.
Good morning, Super Dave, Larry, and Lewis.
Oh, Lady D makes homemade cinnamon rolls in the winter. Yeah, I know why too. So you can warm up the whole house using that oven. Yep, I do the same thing.
Did you know?
That's cinnamon rolls.
Did you know TH2 slipped in here?
Where is he? I don't see him in the back. I see him in chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
But even when he's lurking, I say good morning to him. He never says hi or anything. So I'm not going to say hi to him this morning.
Oh no.
Because he's the one holding our head, spending us over while the government in Lake Prairie gets us with no lube. Yep.
Good morning, Chef Kicker.
He could at least brought the lube. Spray lube, spray it.
Back soon.
Yep, exactly. Winter is baking season.
Spray lube? For what?
What?
I was saying hi to Chef, and I heard something about spray lube for what?
Yeah, because it's hump day and the government and you are bending us over with no lube and just inserting. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, good morning, Wildlife.
Good morning, Watt. Wow.
Yeah. So I wonder how Wildlife's doing because, since the government took away our normal light bulbs and made us use these LEDs now, I got a question for him. Okay, Wildlife, I have a 60-watt light fixture up on my ceiling. Can I use a 100-watt LED on that 60-watt, or am I going to blow something? It's a test to see if he's had his coffee.
I can hear LEDs. Just saying. They make my some of them. They make my brain blink.
I like the color ones. I'm thinking about getting the LED tube roll lights, the color ones, put it all over my living room and having different colors, probably purple, and then have the white one on the ground, make it look like it's an airplane evacuation. Hey, ATH2.
Purple and white.
Well, purple on the top edges, so it illuminates. You can still read. You can see your remote control when you're trying to switch the TV, and then
Right.
have the white one leading, down the hallway. Like an airplane, the emergency lights.
Hmm.
Yeah, because in a fire you're gonna have to drop down and crawl. And you want some light. So did you figure out about the warning they gave you about the fog lights or the fog and your driving lights? Had the low beam because of the fog, and then
Well, yeah. I mean, the fact that they still have to remind people about how to drive in fog
yeah,
is absolutely silly. But this morning, I'm just here. I'm seeing low beam, and the fog should burn out by 10. And I'm like, when does fog burn out? Like the choices of words. Like
yeah.
I just found it rather.
And I could see Lake Fury out there in their backyard with a flamethrower burning the fog.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
you got
the sun got higher, and it said it was going to be lifted by 10, and it's pretty much 98% lifted now
mm-hmm.
down here. I mean, you can see it a little bit down the road through the trees, and you can see a little bit on one of the parts of the mountain. The other part of the mountain looks pretty clear.
Yeah.
It was thick this morning.
Yeah. Like I said, I saw that and I'm like, yep, reminded me of the Adrian Barbeau sitting up there as a DJ on the movie The Fog.
Yeah. Even Bigfoot had jokes this morning before he left.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a big thing is it really fog? Are you sure they're not, they got their secret, compound there in the Adirondacks and you get their foggers and they're spraying out with that zombie stuff. And you just think it's fog.
I'm pretty sure.
And you're breathing it in. Yeah.
Yeah, it was fog. Everything was wet. Even the porch railing was wet. And it didn't even rain.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was wet fog.
Yeah. Fog's always moist. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was
I've never felt any dry fog. Come on now.
Well, dry fog, there wouldn't be fog.
Well, you've experienced dry fog on Aisle 5.
Oh, that was horrendous.
You got dusted.
That was thick.
Yep.
That one I could taste the ketchup.
So if you don't know what she walked right into a zombie fart. Oh my God. So please tell us, for the rest of us normal people that don't walk into zombie farts.
Yeah. Be careful of short, middle-aged ladies who go from one place to another part of the aisle fast. Like, do not bend over to reach for the sauce because you'll get a mouthful of her ketchup that she last ate.
Yeah.
Ketchup.
Well, who knows, Bertrude?
I think it was ketchup and beef stew. Bear, I emailed you, and I'm not sure if I have the right email, but I put it in your signal so you can copy the link and email yourself if it's not the right email.
There you go.
I was going to, Bear, and I don't know, but I checked Chef Kicker's thing, and she didn't have anything scheduled yet, so I didn't know what to do. Plus, I am having some...
Yeah, Chef Kicker probably isn't doing one today, so...
I'm having a little bit
after I told you that.
Lake's got issues, so she's not sure if she's going to be available at that time because I've been visiting other places like lots of times this morning.
Well, the only people you need to visit are the neighbors across the street and make sure they know what's coming at 2:20 your time today.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure he knows, but
yeah, he does. He does.
I don't want you to freaking be going like, oh my god, my neighbor was slow crawling across the road trying to get to me.
Oh, like,
He was doing flanking movements, going from tree to tree, trying to nobody see him.
ay, ay, ay.
But of course, you can see him rolling his oxygen tank with him. So
Oh, she didn't. Well, you're home. She got home last night.
yeah, yeah. I kind of figured even if she got home last night, she was going to do a Women's Wednesday. 'Cause she mentioned she was going to do one. So
Yeah, there's always a lot to unpack and clean and take care of. And
no.
yep.
So maybe Beatrice will do a Trans Wednesday. Well, Shift Kicker covers the women, I cover the men, and yeah, the one left is the trans.
Wednesday
So
night. Wednesday nights would be good.
he could stay there drinking Bud Light and showing a rainbow flag, and
Oh, I can hear Bear now cursing you out.
yeah, and that's why I want him up here. So he can curse me out. That's why I'm picking on him now because he's not up here. Last few times he's come up here, I've been real nice to him. I haven't been picking on him. So,
He says give him a little bit. He'll be up.
oh crap! He's trying to find his glasses. Tell if he's taking a blue pill or the red pill again. You better watch it. The wife might put on those 3D glasses on your regular glass. When you look in there, you're not gonna be able to tell which color is which.
What was the movie with the glasses? I always forget the name of it. Where they put on the glasses and
They live.
they live. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. That was an old one.
Hmm.
That was an old one.
Yeah. Hey, it wasn't me, Shift Kicker. I knew if you went home yesterday, you're gonna be close to the storm, but I didn't start dancing. I won't be dancing till the night when the lottery, the Powerball comes out, and they said I won, and nobody else. Because it takes the zombie apocalypse for trust to win the Powerball. And I have to go through the mobs of zombies just to try to get there to collect. And lo and behold, the lottery commissioner will probably close, so I can't even collect it.
Yeah.
That would be my luck. So if that doesn't scare you, being prepared today and hunkering down, I don't know what.
Yeah, I agree with Ginger Ninja, but I'm still prepared just in case. Well, as much as I can be.
TH2 is just on a roll now. Lady D, but are you really expecting the zombie apocalypse? Think about it.
Well, it's funny, just days before, all the mainstream put it out about all the crazy talk, as they call
Yeah, but
it. Yeah, they waited. They waited right to the last moment to put that out.
And of course, it's the same thing for years. We got picked on that we're conspiracy theorists. This wasn't going to happen. That's going to happen. And then when they started doing, they started telling people how to prep. And say, hey, maybe they do have something. Especially when Moderna came out, that their stuff was creating the mutations in people.
It's funny that you bring up that word prep, and it's funny that some areas in some states focus and encourage people to do that, and other places pick on the idea. Like up here, they had a place where you could go and get medical things for free, stethoscopes and is it the oximeters? It's where they read your blood oxygen.
Yeah.
And they had blood pressure cuffs. I mean, how can a place afford to give out these items, full medical kits with these items in it, just months ago? Not even like maybe a month and a half. ago.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't think it's been that long. But it's like some places will do that, and then other places have to scream to get stuff. You
Yeah.
know?
Okay,
Jail
so,
weird.
so a couple of things real quick, talking about the crazy people in Capitol Hill. Okay, Newsweek dropped about 9 hours ago that Donald Mr. T is to be nominated for the next Speaker of the House. That's coming from Newsweek people. I'm just reporting what they're putting out there.
Interesting.
And then The Hill reported 12 hours ago McHenry, who's the temporary upturned Speaker of the House or whatever, the guy that wears the bow tie, blonde hair, glasses, he's really young.
Yep.
He's almost a little bit taller than the microphone on the podium. So, yeah. He orders Pelosi to vacate the Capitol office when it's first acts as Speaker pro tem. So Pelosi's been in the freaking Speaker of the House freaking office and has not moved out.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think they just need to bar her from freaking Capitol Hill altogether. She's doing privileges when she didn't have the position to be having those privileges anymore. Maybe she had so much, secret documents she was having to shred that she hasn't been able to move out yet. Because, she needs to get rid of all her documents so people don't say that she had classified when she wasn't supposed to. We all know she does. She's more busy with her liquor and her ice cream than worrying about following the rules. Hey, Chicken Noodle Girl, good morning.
CJ, I wouldn't fear it. I'm leaving all my stuff on. It'll be fine.
Like I was saying, if it does it, you didn't get the thing, and it does create the apocalypse and all this other stuff, don't use your phone. In this article, it strictly states, and it's not fear mongering or anything else. They do have the ability, thanks to the freaking phone services and the rules that they put in through the Capitol. I won't even call them by the L word with the AWS behind it. That they can track you.
Yes.
They can activate your camera to see exactly where you're at and make sure it's you that they're looking for and all that other stuff.
They can turn your devices off.
Yeah. And you don't want to let them know if, because they really don't know how many did and how many didn't. And if it does switch people over to the zombie side, zombies aren't going to be using phones. Think about it. Somebody uses a phone, they're going to be like, oh, there's one, no vaccine. He's over here in Las Vegas, New Mexico. Yeah, he's right there. Send a group there to take him out. And the group they're going to send, they're going to freaking send a horde of zombies towards you. They'll just put your GPS location in, and the zombies will find you. They never covered that in one of the freaking movies. You really look at it.
Smart zombies?
No, well, they activated the nanobots that, they used and did the alert and switched their mind off and took control, and now they're sending their army of retarded. I'm going to say the word retarded for them to go eat you. They're going to have some fresh barbecue on a stick and minus the stick in the barbecue part. Yep.
Yeah. Bigfoot mentioned, what if it's the other way around? What if it's us that turn?
Okay, how are they going to turn us if we don't have any device or anything in our bodies?
I'm just saying.
That's most likely unlikely. Bigfoot probably has to worry about it because, just because they haven't caught him. I figured out why we don't catch Bigfoot at night because he's too busy cooking in the kitchen. So they can't. But that doesn't mean that they didn't tag him one time with a tracking device. You know, that little pimple he may have on his buttocks. I don't know if he does or not.
Oh,
You
no.
know, have you ever watched, what was that? Say, I can't, Red Dawn. How they tagged that one kid and they're tracking him.
Oh, yeah, I remember
Yep.
that.
Maybe
Yeah.
Bigfoot because he's part of the elusive wildlife. He doesn't. He just doesn't remember.
Yeah.
So I think it's more likely that they're turning into zombies than it's going to switch to people that didn't get the. Other than the anti-vaxxers, I'll say their word. YouTube can't be freaking too pissed at that because I'm using their word. Since they're calling us anti-vaxxers. You know, it was okay when the kids were getting the flu shots, the polio shots, and all that. They threw a stink, but they never attacked them. Well, no, you mentioned we don't want to get the freaking the one where we can't see the pharmaceuticals like Moderna, since that stuff mutated and killed people.
No.
Hmm.
I have many family members that are in the situation of having it. Yep.
I only have 2 family members left that did take it, and they regret it.
Yeah.
The son regrets it for listening to the mom, and the mom regrets it because she should have listened to me and she didn't.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, oh my God.
What, Becky?
He must have taken the red pill. Houston, we have a problem. Good morning, Bear Truth. Oh, he's not even going to talk to me now.
The pumpkin pitch.
I had another app pop up I had to take care of first.
Oh, that's Lake Berry. She's been spamming you with all those commercials and stuff.
Good. No, I haven't. Good morning, Jeff.
Good morning. How are the two of y'all doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm waiting for everything to go kaput. It's about freaking time.
Oh, I got something real quick. Happy Hump Day! There, damn, I had to do that.
Yes.
Are you flying your rainbow flag today? Are you going on at noon to celebrate Happy Trans Day?
No, I don't think so. If there's going to be any trans celebrating, let them do it up there in D.C., what they commonly known for.
Okay.
There in California.
Area. Yeah.
But let's face it, okay, for one thing, if the government, well, it ain't no ill. The government has been tracking us for years, okay? Especially if you have Google, they know every move that you've made. So
Sounds like a police song. Ooh, there's a connection jigsaw puzzle.
Ooh.
Every step you take.
did you
Yeah.
see what Lake mailed you this morning?
No, she doesn't mail me stuff.
Do what?
I delete it. If she's still in bed, I delete any news she freaking finds because I told her that's part of her problem. She needs to wake up, go to the bathroom, make some coffee, roll a cigarette, drink her coffee, and have her cigarette, and then start looking at the news. If you're still in bed, you don't need to be looking at news. That's just going to stress you out.
All right, let me say this right quick. And this is coming straight from the headlines. All right. North Carolina GOP passes a new budget creating secret police.
Yep. They're doing what the DC was trying to do with the DC police.
Yeah, but I'm looking at it like this. That's just one step closer. And we all know what we're talking about on that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Try that in our small towns. They know where they're going to put their secret police.
Exactly. You got it.
Yeah.
You know, I hate to put it like that, but yeah.
Yeah. Because almost every sheriff department in every state across the U.S. has come out with a video freaking saying we support the Constitution before we support this government going against the Constitution.
Well,
I guarantee you they ain't going to have that many secret police versus as many sheriffs we got in Texas.
Well, I think their Constitution and our Constitution are two different constitutions.
Yeah, because they believe that when it says we the people, and then they stop there thinking it's the whole world, they keep forgetting that Constitution is made only for the people that live in our country, not for the whole world. We weren't worried with the whole world. We weren't trying to take over Britain and freaking free the people. We're just making sure we're free. We ain't going to pay no taxes, no king and queen.
Good morning.
Well, I'm not going to disagree with you. So, what did I tell you last time I was up here?
You're not going to say nothing? You lied. Bum, bum, bum. I'm just joking. We brought you out just so you could sit there and look pretty, Bear. Come on now. I'm just joking.
Hey, you look at my picture and tell me that ain't a pretty picture.
Yeah, that's pretty. You know. Did you get your hair done, or should I say feathers?
Yeah, I put a little bit of final net in there. You know, flying against that wind damn near hard enough as it is.
Yeah, I bet that tattoo hurt when they put that on your feathers.
No, I was passed out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that moonshine will do it to you.
Oh hell yeah, you know it will.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's probably that pumpkin spice freaking moonshine.
All right. You get a little bit too carried away there.
Yeah.
But you got to admit one thing, and even the women will have to admit to this. You put final net on your hair, you can step out in a dead burn hurricane and your hair ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but when you come back in, you got to get another can and spray it down again.
Yeah, but while you still outside, you looking good though.
Yeah. Oh, Aquanet.
Goodness.
I think vinyl. Aquanet ain't near as strong.
Mm-hmm. So, did you happen to catch yesterday that penguins cause create more nitrogen through their fecal matter than humans do on this earth?
Nitrogen. Some nitrogen's good for some plants.
Yeah, but no, this is the nitrogen that affects the ozone layer and the atmosphere.
Oh, so now they're
It
not.
causes global warming.
Oh,
you know.
now it goes from cows to penguins.
Oh no! This is scientifically proven. These are the scientists that are in, Antarctica and the North Pole and all that other stuff. And
So no more happy feet or anything.
yeah,
That's disappointing.
so no, because it's the cows were innocent. They tried to convict the cows, and the cows didn't do nothing wrong.
I don't know.
I told y'all it was AOC, and they just wired shut her mouth. We wouldn't have no problems with climate change and the air getting warmer.
I don't know, dude. You ever worked on a dairy farm or been close to one?
Yeah, the only time you had to worry about is in the rain. Because when it stopped raining, you start smelling it all moist and like, somebody stepped in it. You really know when somebody stepped in it.
9 times out of 10, if it stinks that bad, it's usually the silage, not the cows. Like if the silo is full of that silage, that's what's stinking, not so much the cows.
Now that's Lightbird running through the freaking cow patty fields, stepping in every single one.
Why do you think they having so much recall on vegetables here lately?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that. Their waste field is only a few yards away from the vegetables.
Yeah.
So, with Newsweek reporting that Mr. T, they're going to nominate him for Speaker of the House. Can they have a Speaker of the House that's not a congressman or senator?
I
That's
don't.
that's my first question. I don't know what the rules are on
Yeah.
that.
Now, well, my first question is this right here. Can they have a Speaker of the House who was not on the take?
Yeah,
You know, now I'll admit, I think the world of Mr. T. Don't get me wrong, but I do not agree with everything he says either.
yeah, yeah. So like me, I don't I don't agree with everything I say. I just say it because
Hell,
sometimes
don't
I just say it
nobody
and get
else
somebody's
agree.
reaction.
Don't nobody else agree with everything you say either.
Yeah, but they can keep their opinions to themselves till they do their live stream. So
Our fuck.
it's in my constitution. Y'all just failed to read it. As
My
CJ
con-
says, yes, trust anyone can be speaker. Well, hell, let me make a phone call real quick. I'd be like, you're out of here. You're out of here. You
I
ladies in
nominate
white are out of
myself.
here. You're definitely at AOC. No, you can stay, but you're going to be sitting in there with a bib and a muzzle. Because I don't want to hear you talking.
I will nominate myself as Speaker of the House. At least I ain't got to worry about a loaf of bread going up to $10.
You know,
So,
I would personally, if we don't impeach freaking Potato Head, we automatically start overriding every freaking bill that he has. Force him to do a veto, because he'll probably say, yeah. Instead of saying he's going to veto it, he's going to vote for it.
well, see, now, wait a minute. Let me go ahead and get something straight. All right. Personally, I myself, I don't care if you blue or if you're red. If you are for the people, then I'm for you. But the way everything else is going nowadays, they ain't nobody for nobody anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody's for themselves. To hell with what everybody else says.
Yeah, because half the people just listen to their parents, which ones I'm talking about when they go vote. And then the other half don't even freaking look at the stuff. They just listen to all the empty promises, knowing damn well they're not going to fulfill their promises.
See, I think they ought to pass a law. Anybody over the age of 18 is required to work. I don't care if it's a summer break. And if they drop out of school, I think they are required at least 2 years of military and then go to work.
Yeah. That's why I've been a strong believer after doing 20 plus years in the military that every 18-year-old plus should mandatory do 4 to 8 years in the National Guard. But not the normal National Guard. It's just National Guard. They stay in their state for national emergency. They still get all the training, all that. They won't be the units that get sent off to war and stuff,
Yeah.
But there sure would be eligible afterwards if there was a draft. But, they'll get them physically fit. They'll learn responsibility. They'll learn about, following parts of the law.
Yeah.
And they try to get out of freaking doing part-time work. Well, you know what? You don't get no benefits. Because the thing is, you want free help, you want free education. That's the way you do it. Do 8 years National Guard. Through this, you can take care of your state during national emergencies. Guess what? You'll get your free education.
Well, there's something else you kind of leaving out that I'm a firm believer in. If a person has pulled time in the service, okay, they need to be taken care of before any other people come into this country. Okay.
Oh, yep.
But it seems like everything that our age group believes in, they are dwindling that away.
Yeah.
What happened to? Okay.
She's coming back. She probably switched to her laptop.
Okay.
I'm here. I was just listening to you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, our government ain't nothing but a joke nowadays. That's
Yep.
it. It's like a soap opera. And I don't care if they heard me say that shit or not.
Yep.
I won't deny it.
Yep. Well, the Congress senators know they got to worry because they got more veterans in this country than they do active duty military. They really look at it. Anytime the congressmen and all that talk about, they only talk about the Army. And not to talk bad about them, because I talk about all bad about all services because I can. I've earned the honor to pick on them, especially when I get another veteran up here with me, because we know we're joking, but normal civilians that have never served don't understand the joke. So, but they always mention the Army. The Army is the last place as a civilian you want to get drafted to. I'm just telling you as it is. Go Coast Guard. Even if you don't know how to swim, learn to swim.
That's my problem. They throw my ass off the boat and I'm done for.
So, there's some people that like the Army, but yeah, you really look at it.
My brother, Debbie, he went in when he was of age, and I think he pulled 22, 23 years in there. And the only reason he got out is because of a hit and run.
Yeah.
It tore his rotary cup up and his leg.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason he come out.
Yeah. And a lot of people probably don't know this, not being a vet, but the VA has been losing about 500 VA administrators in the last 2 years. So right now we've lost 1,000 people to process freaking claims, medical, and all that other stuff. And half of those are veterans themselves. They're quitting because the rules that this administration has placed in there.
Can you blame them?
No, I can't blame them. And that's why the vets, they're trying to push the processing claims done. But half the time when they process them, if they don't have time to find the proof and the medical records, they're done.
Well, now, I'll put it to you like this. They are volunteering their life, I'll put it like that, to save our country, to protect our country. And a lot of stuff they are doing to them is, let's say, experimental. And then they put them in harm's way. Okay. They don't really give them no damn money. And if something happens to them, what about their families?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Now, correct me on this. I do not know. But if something was to happen, and if the family is living on base, do they kick them off of the base and tell them, maybe not in these words, but goodbye?
Yep. Well, every service is different on the time frame, but if the service member does die, the families are pushed aside off base and on themselves. And that's
Now,
with all do it. Put it nicely. That's they all do it differently, but put it nicely. Yeah, they all get pushed off. They don't get to stay there. So, I mean, it's not like, okay, your husband died yesterday, you got notified yesterday, you got to leave today. They usually give them 60 days to 6 months. Each service is different.
Okay, but what about these families who's made a career to stand by their, well, nowadays, better half? Okay.
Now,
I mean, I think it's right damn shitty, and the way the way they got their insurance and their doctors and everything, man, they screwed up one side and down the other without the Vaseline.
Yep.
That ain't right. Take care of our veterans first, because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have the right to get up here and bullshit the way we do.
Yeah. Exactly. But a lot of people don't see it because it's for what's affecting them versus what's affecting others half the time. A lot of them will be like, oh yeah, when we're talking about stuff, they say, oh yeah, they support this stuff, but in truth, they're more worried about their
Well,
immediate issues, which is understandable. You got to be selfish, take care of yourself first before you can take care of others. But they got to put it like you said. You got to worry. If it wasn't for the veterans, you might not have that opportunity to take care of yourself.
if you hate this country so damn bad, pack your shit up and go to another country. Matter of fact, I would probably help on the price of the ticket. And I'm pretty damn sure I'm not the only one thinking that.
Ticket. Oh hell no! You put them on a bus, send them to the border, and keep them across the freaking border, and said, "Don't come back." Bottom freaking line. They're going to stick out. They won't be able to try to go in with all the illegals trying to come in because they're going to stick out in how they clothe and talk and everything else. Like, nope.
Well, I've sat here and thought a time or two. If I was to go across the border and stay down there for 6 months to a year and come back, would I be considered an illegal and would I get all the money they're getting?
Nope. Because you have to renounce your citizenship when you leave in order to. Then you'll be a person without a country, and then you have to file citizenship with that other country. And then once you get citizenship, then you come back, and then they'll give it to you.
Well,
you have to lose your citizenship first.
Well, look at it like this: people getting food stamps. Okay,
mm-hmm.
They only get $12.50 a month.
No, some people.
Well, wait a minute. I'm talking about the Americans. Okay.
No, I know, but I know some Americans are getting more than $12.
But if you are an illegal, you get anywhere between $1,500 to $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
Now, how in the hell? I mean, what is even that?
Well, there's a lot of things to come into it, and I'm waiting because Lake Prairie's popping in her other one. So there you go. I was trying to get Lake Prairie to switch. Okay, there's a lot of things that go into it. Some are on welfare and they get food stamps, so their food stamps can be less because they're getting welfare. Some are on Medicare, Medicaid, all these government assistance programs. If you actually look at it, they're getting more than $12. The one that usually gets the $12 that you're hearing about now are the ones actually working and trying to get assistance, and that's all they're getting because they got a job. It's sort of like when I got out of the military, right? And I filed for unemployment, and I didn't file for unemployment till like 10 years later because I was working at a place until they gave me the blue slip because they're trying to cut costs. So I filed for unemployment while I'm looking for a job, and they said, well, I get a retirement check, so I don't get unemployment.
Well, now,
think about that one. I pay into unemployment, so if I lose my job, I have something to fall back on. And they thought my measly little retirement check, and this is before I started getting disability, that I was supposed to survive on $500 a month.
Well, now, hang on. Let me say that, and I'm not going to say this applies to everyone I'm fixing to talk about.
No.
We go out there, like myself, I have busted my ass from the time I was, let's say, 10 years old, okay? Because my parents were definitely old school. My daddy was a mountain man. He was raised up in the mountains, old school. So therefore, being one of his offsprings, I had to bust my ass coming up. All right. I have finally joined the force to where the government would take taxes out on me. From that point on, I worked my tail off. And medically, something happened to me a few years ago. Mentally, I could go out there, I could bust my ass just as good as the next person. But physically, I can go maybe 20 minutes if I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I walk in to get help, and it's like, wait at the back of the line, and that back of the line is going to be anywhere between 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
You know,
You got better chance of waiting in DMV and getting your driver's license than you do getting assistance.
yeah, without papers. Yeah, really. I mean, look, the government has done took everything they possibly can from me. I get disability. I'm not going to say how much it is, but it's just enough for me to stay in the hole and see the light. I cannot come out of that hole. Okay.
Yeah. You can't get enough to make a step stool get you out. Believe me, I know.
Right.
That's what you're talking about.
And the type of disability that I'm on, if they catch me mowing the yard, then it's taken away from me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, who the hell is going to do the upkeep on my yard? I damn sure as hell can't make enough money to pay somebody. So I've got to do it myself.
Well, it's time for the little missus to go out there and start cutting that yard.
She does.
No, I know she does.
And
But some people don't know the missus, and we're like, how can Trust say that? Oh my God. That's easy. Hey, equal pay for equal responsibility. Sorry.
Well, let me tell you something. When my wife was coming up, her job was also to go out there and split firewood.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, yeah, we're talking our era, okay, coming up. Even the women had more damn balls than the guys today back then.
It's chesticles, Jeff. It's chesticles.
The same thing.
Yes.
But I mean, you know, hell, all they doing nowadays is now. I do not fault youngins for staying with their parents up till they're 30. I mean, rent around here where I'm at, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500.
Yep.
Up to $2,000.
Yep.
You know, I mean, they're sitting at home in the basement on the Wi-Fi or playing games.
Yep.
You know, and I'm going to say I'm done and let Lake and you talk for a little bit, and I will briefly interrupt as I normally.
Good morning, Betsy. I'm actually making my second cup of coffee.
Woohoo! She's on number 2.
Yeah. And then there's that.
Yeah. But Lake, I'll mention something to you to get it going. I don't know where she's going to jump in on this one, but do you remember when they're doing the election and everybody was saying Potato Head was in his mom's basement?
Yes.
Okay. Now here's the jigsaw puzzle. Isn't it funny that he says that internet is just as important as food and electricity for people?
I think that's really weird.
Yeah, so with him saying that, that just proves he was in his basement in his mom's house during the election, because you know he had internet back then.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was. Yeah, that's a really weird. I mean, he makes a lot of weird statements, but that was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Bushcraft.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I'm waiting for Bushcraft to check his email if he's not busy this morning. I got to bring the regulator in to take care of Bear Truth. Just joking, Bear.
I know you will.
But I agree about the food stamp thing. But if Potato Head mentions recession, the Fed mentions recession one more time. Let's put it this way: the only reason we had welfare is because of the Great Depression. And if we're not in a depression, we're not in a recession. They need to do away with welfare altogether. And when people start bitching, panicking, all that, and they haven't given into the system, you know what? Maybe it's time for them to get a job. They can all work at McDonald's flipping burgers for $20. Oh, wait, they have to move to California, though. But hey, they'll be making $20 an hour. So think about it. And on average, if they're working, they'll be making more than what the doctors do. Because, burger flippers don't have to get extra insurance in case they get sued when they, cook your burger wrong and get you sick. But if a doctor jacks up, they have the expensive insurance. They jack up, leave a scalpel in you when they do the surgery. So
now, I saw the headlines. I didn't read it because hell, it's done got to the point. That's damn near every other day occurrence now. There was a McDonald's. I'm gonna say McDonald's. I'm not for sure the name of the company. Worker who got shot because they gave back the wrong change. Well, what I'm looking at, if they're not teaching how to count in school, how is it their fault?
Yep.
And trust, there you go in private chat.
Yep, I got it. I just put it in my email.
Okay. You're welcome. But I mean, they don't. 2 + 2 = 4. When I went to school and we used our fingers and toes to do the adding up and everything. Now it ain't like it no more.
They use
2
calculators.
+ 2 don't always = 4 nowadays.
Good morning, Angela. Oh, believe me, I know. They try to change the math when they don't need to.
Hey, if it works, don't mess with it.
Yep.
Yeah, they're trying to fix stuff that ain't broken.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they can't figure out how to fix the stuff that is broken.
Right?
Maria C7, that's about what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
That's what you just posted.
Yeah. Some of my kids were still in school when the Common Core came out. Oh, yeah.
Speaking of
I'm
Common
glad
Core,
my ass got in school when it was coming out.
Yeah. Bigfoot taught himself how to do the Common Core just to help because I was too angry. He told me to stop going to the school and witching about it. They didn't. I'll tell you, most of those teachers and faculty at the school don't agree with it or like it either. Hey, Bushcraft.
Good morning, Bushcraft.
Hello.
Good morning, Bushcraft. Yeah, but the bad thing about it is the teachers has got to play their game or they're out on their keister.
True story.
Well, I'll give you an example. We've never been number one in math around the world.
Agreed.
Okay, but before Common Core, we'd be listed like number 25 in the world. When Common Core came out, we were listed like number 73 in the world for math.
Yep.
Because that don't make sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could figure out what's 2 and 2 and how you get that answer
Yep.
nowadays.
Well, you didn't show your work. That's because I used a calculator. I mean, it's hard enough learning calculus if you didn't understand math. And then they add Common Core in there. You're just doing something a whole lot worse than calculus. I'm sorry.
I like calculus.
Yeah, I liked it too, but there's a lot of people that didn't like it.
They didn't like how I did it.
Yeah.
Do you Trust? Do you remember when Texas Instruments come out with the calculator watch, and if you got caught going into school with it, the teachers would take that watch off of your arm?
Nope.
Because they consider it cheating.
Now they use calculators.
Hell yeah. Now
They don't
you're
even do that now. They go, "Hey Google."
Yeah.
Now
Well,
all the kids are allowed to take the calculators into school. They
Yeah.
encourage it now.
And the sad part is, if you actually look at a lot of the tests that they do, we'll say like history, the tests are on the internet. The
Yeah.
kids are smart enough to Google it, find it, and then just put the answers in during the test. So they
Yeah.
get 100. So they really know history? No. Think about it.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
believe me? Get your kids' freaking history thing and Google it. You will find the exact word for word test in Google, where all they have to do is go in there and do it. You can do that for most of their homework nowadays.
Most of it, yeah. But there are certain tests where if you exit out of it or go to a different screen in any way, it'll alert the testing.
well, you was talking about calculus and stuff like that. I hated that shit. All I wanted to do was add, subtract, and multiply. And then when I got into woodworking, oh hell.
Bear trees have wood.
Trust me, you're going to use that. You know, your radiuses, your half moon circles, and in order for it to work, you adapt and overcome is what you do.
Yep.
But
So they taught you how to use a compass, huh?
yeah, really.
And then you go in the military and they tell you, no, that's the wrong compass. You need to use this compass. But in the long run, when you got a map, you're still using the old school freaking woodworking compass when you're trying to figure out stuff.
A lot of people don't understand there is a north and there is a true north.
Yep.
And after you get them to where they barely start reading a compass, try to tell them the difference and see how confused they are.
And there's them people in North Carolina.
Kiss them Yankee asses. Yeah, but we're still below the line.
Which are the Georgian Macon line or the Macon Bacon line?
Hell, I'll take the second one.
Everything works out better with bacon. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like making bacon pancakes.
Yep.
Bacon even makes bacon taste better.
Yeah.
Real bacon.
I'm not gonna let you go over there. But I ain't running down no damn bacon bits just to make bacon.
Oh, those things are horrible.
Well, there's
No.
imitation bacon bits, and then there's real bacon pieces. You get the real bacon pieces; those are okay.
No,
You
what
make,
I'm
you make-
talking
you
about,
make your own bacon pieces. Like you take bacon, chop it all up into little pieces. That's bacon bits.
no, when I say bacon bits, I'm talking about the real itty bitty hog that ain't growed up yet. I consider that bacon bits.
Oh, crispy bacon.
Yeah, that'll work too.
Yeah, Allie wanted a pig, and she's like, and I'm gonna name him Chris P. Bacon. I'm like, Allie, oh boy. Oh.
Can you imagine going out in the front yard and holler, crispy bacon? That's almost like hollering fire in a movie theater.
With our neighbors, it wouldn't surprise them with me. So, yeah.
Well, now, we've got neighbors that just moved from Alaska in one household. And we got a young couple that's just starting out. I'm going to say, 21 and 22 years old. They've just moved in the other house. So they really don't know me yet. You notice I said yet.
Yet.
But they will.
Nah.
TH2, I think that message is for Mr. Bear.
Yeah.
Waistline camera.
Let me get to it.
Well, I feel bad, but panel, please, everybody say good morning to Mrs. Bear. Nobody said good morning to her.
I said hi to Dixie 2 times.
Oh, stop.
Good morning.
I'm talking about the
morning.
guys. Like,
Oh,
we know
Well-
you always say hi to everybody. That's a given.
Well,
If you don't, you're
evidently, I was running my mouth like, look, I'm talking here.
Hey, wait. We're talking to Dixie.
Okay, then I will say here, shut up and let her answer for herself.
Oh, my
She is a
goodness.
big woman.
We just want to say good morning to her. We don't want to make her feel left out.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Dixie.
Yeah.
Did Jeff make you some biscuits and gravy this morning?
No.
Look,
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't get to bed until 3 a.m. this morning. My ass getting up at 8 o'clock. The only thing I was able to make was to push the button on the coffee maker.
I thought you were going to talk about pushing the button on the toilet.
That one's coming. Give me time.
That's after the second cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Which I'm on my third now.
Uh-oh.
Boom.
Yeah.
Gonna have movement.
Oh, we having movement. It just ain't bottomed out yet.
I can't believe you did not make Dixie breakfast. I don't expect her to do any yard work today.
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing.
She's got a free day pass to just watch The Price is Right all day long.
Oh, Lord.
She does. She's like I am. She really don't watch TV. If she does, it's game shows.
Yeah.
Which I can't blame her. Hell, there ain't a damn thing on TV worth watching anymore.
Yeah. You know why she watches the game shows? She's trying to see if she spots you when you're younger on those game shows.
No, I never messed with the game shows until after we got married.
Yeah. I don't know. One of these days, I'm going to find a guy that looks similar to you when you were younger on the old dating game. I'm like, there he is. We found him. Bare Truth when he was younger. He went on the dating game.
I thought it was Love America style. A lot of people may not know this. And y'all going to think I'm joking when I say this, but I am as straight as a damn needle when I say it. The very, very first night me and Dixie met, I told her we're going to end up getting married. And I was so caught picking drunk at the time, I could not walk. And guess what? 42 years, going on 43 years later, we've been married. I said going on 43. We ain't made it there yet.
Yeah. I just want to know whose parents were holding the shotgun. That's all I want to know.
Neither one, because neither one of our parents wanted us to get married. But you know what? We defied our parents, which back then you didn't hear of too often.
RB's he's on his third cup now. There you go. Right for you, Bear Truth.
you have a bucket of water or some kind of water source to flush your toilet.
I got a 55-gallon bucket of rainwater out there.
There you go.
And if that fails, I got an extra well I can hook a hose pipe up to.
Wow. let's see. Yesterday, I stopped by Office Depot, the one place that people forgot about the pandemic where you can get Lysol spray. I went for coffee K cups, but I did see that they had a case of the big giant bottles of Lysol spray. 12 bottles, $146.
That's a lot.
And I'm
Even
like, what the heck? I paid
just
$7 for the big bottle during the pandemic, and now it's gone up that much.
oh yeah, the big cans, just one can is up so much.
Yeah.
You better go to Maxwell or Dollar Store.
Yeah. I just make my homemade Febreze.
Lemon,
It's good enough for me.
lemon juice and vinegar. It's a good disinfectant.
Mm.
Ammonia, bleach.
Wait a minute. What
Don't
about
mix the two.
Dad? Burn it.
What?
You're taking all the fun out of it, Lake.
No, that's not. That's naughty.
I think they need to bring back stick ups. Sometimes you just get there. This is a good place for a stick up.
Oh,
Those things were freaking strong.
yeah.
Those things stink. We went to the Scotch Fest and there was a woman getting food and she come up to grab her food in front of me as I was grabbing ours because like you order and then you kind of move to the side while they make it. And she smelled like one of those things. Like I know it was some kind of that. No, again, nothing against any hippies or anything, but a lot of the hippies up here, they like use these oils and they smell like things like patchouli and different things. And there's some things that does. It smells like one of those things you stick up in one of them outhouses.
Yeah.
Like a urinal cake. A urinal cake. You know, remember that? You know what I'm talking about? Those blue things they stick in the urinal cakes?
Nope.
Yeah, it smelled like that.
Never have I used a urinal cake.
And
That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't hide it. I'm just like, oh, like out loud going, oh.
I use 2000 flushes. It cleans the bowl, it keeps it smelling fresh.
Oh.
Now, what it was, that woman hadn't shaved up underneath her arm in years and just started matted up.
Well, I know y'all being creative, y'all heard after the pandemic, people have been not taking showers and baths as frequently as they should now.
Why?
Because you can't take the shower.
Well, it's a good way to get rid of stuff. And even when you don't feel well, you're supposed to make yourself get in the shower and into the bath because it expels all that junk.
Yeah.
Well, taking a bath or shower too much is worse than not taking a bath. Because if you use up all the oil in your skin and your skin starts drying out and
Right.
it's very bad. Same thing with your hair.
Yeah.
I see, people taking multiple showers and cleaning their head, and they wonder why they got dandruff and stuff like that. It's because you washed all the oil out of the hair.
No, I don't wash my hair every day. I mean, doesn't mean I don't wet it when I take a shower, but I mean, you're not supposed to wash it every day. And actually, if you wash it, your oils are trying to overwork, trying to replenish what should be there.
I noticed something a
What?
while back ago, and I've been meaning to ask her this. Why did TJ cut her hair?
Because it was long and heavy and it was giving her troubles.
Somebody else cut their hair too.
No, I'm not happy. I'm
You're not happy with TJ cutting her hair?
I'm very miserable. TH2 thought it was only a couple to 3 inches. No, it was way more than that.
Yeah, it was more than that.
Way more. Way more.
But I'm so glad that you didn't cut it a whole lot more.
I'm miserable. So I closed my eyes and I told her, just take what you need, leave the length, but take what you need to get all the straggly off. Well, Lake was really straggly, people, because it all came off. And I opened my eyes and I kind of wanted to cry and I held it in. She's like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm like, no, but I'm not mad at you. I'm just,
Thanks for you, Lake. I cried for you yesterday, so
Yeah, well, Bigfoot come home and I got a phone call that I didn't answer because I saw Bigfoot's face and I thought he was gonna cry. And he's like, "Oh no, babe," and I'm like, "Oh gosh, that's why I'm gonna cry." And he said, "Oh, it looks good." He goes, "Oh, it's not that short." And well, before Bigfoot come home, pretty much, I was so upset. I went in and took a nap.
that's why Bigfoot was cutting onions yesterday for dinner.
Well, no.
But he's covering up why he was crying.
While I was grocery shopping, he texts me this video, and I'm like, I can't watch that. So then he texts me the like, not really the transcript part, but like sometimes if people do like a cooking video, they'll put it in the description of like the ingredients. So I'm over there at the grocery store I'm already done grocery shopping, and I'm rushing around trying to find this, that, the other thing. There was 2 things that were hard to find, but I found them. But he couldn't wait to come home. And then he come home all tired and still did it. Yeah, I was like, I don't have to be done tonight. I got this, and this I can make. And yeah, he made it anyway. He did an excellent job.
Oh yeah,
I think you need to keep YouTube away from Bigfoot because we know what he was looking at yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he
the day before.
He likes Asian food. He likes his Chinese restaurants and Thai restaurants. And I think because he, knows that I like to cook at home, even if I don't feel like cooking, I make myself do it, even if it's just spaghetti and sauce, because it's cheaper and healthier. Although we do have like a lot of mom and pop places that shop at the same stores that I shop. They don't get a lot of I call them tubs of MSG shipped in.
Well, look at it like this: you don't have to use as much shampoo no more.
You don't use. Okay, so when you use shampoo, you're only using it for the top of your head anyway. You shouldn't be using a bunch of shampoo to strip the oils out of the bottom anyways. You use just enough to kind of clean your scalp and work those oils a little bit out towards the ends. I actually put oil in my ends of my hair, but I hadn't in months. So all summer, because I was coloring my hair dark all summer, I didn't color it. And I have UV sensitive hair. Well, most people are UV sensitive, but it was so UV sensitive that it just fried my hair and made it almost see-through on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not.
I'm having the same trouble with my beard.
Yeah, I sent some pictures and video yesterday, but to be honest with you, in those pictures and video, it looks longer than it actually is right now. It's not. There's a lot taken off. A lot.
Well, now, let me see. Who was it? Do you have less headaches than that? Well, I don't think you've had it short long enough. But do you feel like kind of like a burden has been lifted? Your head don't weigh as much?
No, see, I don't have that problem because my hair is not as thick as it was. So when I got ill, I lost a lot of my hair to the point where like I even was bald on top where I couldn't wear my hair up. I had to keep it down.
Okay.
So my hair is like a quarter of what it used to be as far as thickness. So I never really had a problem though with the heaviness. I know some people do with their neck, their shoulders, their back.
Yeah. Well, now I know there's some people in chat saying long hair also causes headaches, which I will agree with that. Yeah.
Did Melissa had her chopped off.
See, nobody's asking the important question, so I'll go ahead and ask it because I always ask the outside of the box question.
Oh, hell, you weird to begin with.
No, I just like to get to the facts and to the truth. So, Lake, since you got your hair cut, you ready for your question?
Sure.
Do your ears hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
I got really tiny weird ears. Like I got really tiny ears. So no, they don't do any of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, there's people in chat wondering.
I
And
know.
I just saved in the trouble of them typing. Somebody's cussing me right now because they're deleting their question. Come on now, I got somebody to laugh. You got to make somebody laugh throughout the day. You ain't doing your job.
I
Not
know.
everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, so like when I was in the shower, or if I had like a shirt that was kind of like pulled upward, when I lifted my head, the ends of my hair would kind of tickle, not quite the bottom side, but just above my bottom side. And now it lays like if my head is straight, it lays just above or around the bra strap. So
See,
yeah,
Dixie, I told you.
it's short. That's really short. It used to be like my hair's always been like mid back. That's the shortest.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is you're upset because you don't have nothing to tickle your bottom side?
Yes. That's it. That's why I'm so depressed.
See, Dixie, I told you you can wash your clothes and take a shower at the same time. See, like Mary just admitted it.
Sandra,
Well, you know, Beatrice, she's going to tell you, okay, then you're in charge of laundry. So put on my sundresses, go take a shower, and wash my freaking sundresses. And we'll call you Klinger.
As long as it is in private.
you
I
know,
think Klinger was a private, so you're good.
No.
Bigfoot did say one thing. He's like, okay, well, I never really noticed before, but it does look a lot healthier. I'm like, I don't want it to be healthy. I want it to be pretty. And of course, he laughs. He bursts out laughing because that made no sense.
No, what it is it was a shock to Bigfoot. Now he's going to have to get used to seeing you with short hair. And he's going to notice a lot more stuff seeing as how you got shorter hair.
Well, he said it's not that short. It's just short. Yeah.
It could have been worse. When he come home, he said, "Hi, man, have you seen my wife?"
Yeah.
No. What would have been worse is I told you not to come to my house. You better leave before my wife gets here.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Now, you know, a woman's hair is her prerogative. She wants to cut it short or not. But if you're married, I'm going to let you know, this is from past experiences. You're married and you at least keep your hair to like shoulder length and you turn around and cut it like it's a freaking bob, like you're trying to get a crew cut. Don't expect your husband to say your hair looks nice.
Yeah, he knew I was going. And
Yeah.
he told me to get other stuff done too. And I'm like, no, I ain't doing any of that.
Trust. I'm going to have to disagree with you on that. Okay. If you've been married as long as I have, I don't care if your wife ended up getting her head shaved. You better say it looks good.
Well, I didn't have no choice.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
Well, you know, Beatrice, that's where you're wrong. And I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. You could get away with not saying anything about a woman's hair. And this is the way you do it. Damn, honey, your body looks good. You on a diet? You've been working out, losing weight? She'll forget about the hair thing. She'll forget about the hair if you tell her she looks good the rest of the way.
Ay.
It's true, though. Prove me wrong. Go ahead.
Only Texas.
I don't know.
Yeah, Texas got cowgirls. Just remember that.
I'm gonna take the fifth.
Boy, there's a bunch of places I wanted to go with that one, and I'm going to leave that one alone, even for me.
Okay, because you know, you got to understand when I'm talking to Bob, they cut the hair where it's above their ears when they used to have shoulder length or longer hair.
Yeah,
You don't throw that in your husband and expect him to say, "Oh, your hair looks nice." I'm sorry. For one, when he met you, you probably had long hair.
yeah.
Even if you're married 20, 30 years, you had at least shoulder length hair or right below the ears, and now you're cutting it above the ears. No, you know,
Yeah,
when you get that look like you want to be, what's that four-letter word starts with a D, ends with IKE? Yeah, 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 exactly.
Ding dong.
Yeah, so
sometimes it's nobody's choice.
yeah, and that's understandable, excusable. And then you train wife everything. Her eyes look pretty. She got the softest skin. Her hair looks beautiful. I mean, for reasons like that, yes, you compliment. But just to stay out of trouble, don't even say anything. Go hide in a bedroom, cover your head with a pillow, and cry when your wife cuts her hair that short for no reason. Besides, she wanted it short. She's tired of freaking washing her hair. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Bigfoot couldn't even hide it. You should have seen his face when he came home. I hid my face, wanted to cry. And
Yep.
the shock on his face was just, oh, it was so sad.
Yep, exactly. Harvest Murray, the Miss Brady haircut. No, sorry.
But because I don't like getting my hair cut, it was extremely overdue, and it needed it. It was all broken. It was fried. It was split ends. It was really straggly. It was really bad.
Yeah.
That's where I'm ready to go get
But
my.
it's hard
my
to
beard
let.
cut.
It's hard to let go of it. It's like your strength goes out when they. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but it hurts me to get mine cut.
What about like Samson?
Yeah.
Yeah, we joked about that. I joked about that she got, and without ever seeing Lake Prairies, I started crying because I thought she got the Mama Kardashian haircut. I'm like, no.
Well, I'm like this right here.
See, it looks normal right now, right?
It looks awesome. It looks nice. But I understand you losing. Hold on, I'm trying to go big screen on you.
No, don't go big screen.
Well, some people can't see on their little phones without seeing it.
Oh yeah, that's
See, it's right there, right where your sleeves end, your short sleeves end.
Yeah, it's short for me. It's really, really, really short for me. But I will tell you, from there down, it was, it would sit in my lap when I sat, and it would do one of these in my lap on my thigh. And it was all just straggly. Now it's got a nice little edge to it. But I don't want an edge. I kind of want my straggly back, to be honest with you. So there, now you've all seen it.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna go back into hiding because I'm not happy. I'll get used to it.
Yeah,
Like,
if
I'm gonna say this right here. Your hair, it still looks awesome. And I'm not saying that nice. That didn't come out right.
No.
I mean,
Thank you.
your hair still looks awesome.
Get him, Dixie.
Oh, thank
Oh,
you.
she will trust me on that one.
I told you it wasn't nice. It
it was
looks
like, was it Marcia?
Thanks.
Had to cut her hair because it was a big pain when she was having a kid. That's understandable. That's where the husband supports. It's you have a real big reason. Stuff like that. I'm not talking about those. But if you really want to know honesty, and some people disagree, and that's fine, disagree all you want. But if you look around, only 1% of women actually look good with very, very, very short hair.
Yeah.
And that's it. Most of them don't. And the ones that get it done most of the time, no, have hair. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm from Texas. I dated women that had Crystal Gale hair almost all my life.
no, it doesn't look good.
But also dated some that had short hair because being single in the military, some got it real short. So, and I didn't rag on them. I was used to it. When you pop it on a surprise one day, don't expect compliments when you can't, it's the golden rule. If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Mhm.
So if they're not saying anything at all, that's because they're trying to come up with something. Give them time. Men are slow thinkers.
I met Crystal Gayle. Didn't know who she was at the time though.
Yeah.
My
Right.
dad
Me
sung
too.
with her.
Had dinner with her. Well, my whole battalion. Well, not battalion. My BMT had dinner with her because we did security for her on base during basic. So
That I was listening to last
I was so in love with her. I wish she wasn't married back then.
Yeah.
I would have gone AWOL and freaking gone on tour with her instead. It would have been worth it.
Well, now about
Tanya Tucker.
yeah.
My dad sung with her too.
Yeah. When she cut her hair, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not listening to her till her hair grows back. No.
Shit, I stayed up till about 3 o'clock listening to Janis Joplin last night, and come to find out, my wife ain't too crazy about her for some reason.
Gee, I wonder why.
She had a voice though. It comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You'd never think that little thing would have that big of a voice.
She
Yeah.
was more of a blues singer than anything else, in my opinion. But I mean, to listen to her sing "Cry," what was it? "Cry Baby," I believe it was. Yeah, like you said, Bush, you never would think something that powerful could come out of something that damn small.
Yeah.
It's too bad that
But
we
unfortunately-
don't anymore.
Yeah, if you sit there and look at the similarities to a lot of those that died from pretty much the same
Yeah.
type of stuff,
Yeah.
there is a lot of shocking things.
Yeah.
Are you talking about overindulgence?
I would say that you could sum it up like that.
Yeah.
My dad,
Yeah,
my
one
dad-
was it at the age of 32 also, wasn't it?
Yeah, she
was
pretty young. So.
my dad got to see her. He went to Woodstock, which is so weird.
God. Well, at 8 years old, I didn't know what Woodstock was, but from some of the video that I've seen, damn, I wish I went.
I could see Jeff sliding in the mud. Woohoo!
They,
That was a 69. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, my dad's quite a bit older than you there.
Well, I hope your dad's a little bit older than you.
No, than Bear.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I thought you meant yourself. I'm like, gee.
But both my dads. I got two dads.
Hmm.
That's a good question there.
What? Well, I'm looking for my glasses.
So when will you ladies with long hair, would you cut it short to make it easier to deal with?
No, I won't. That's an easy question. I won't.
And there's the I'm not going to say combat, but if things get really bad to where
Yeah. I would put it up if anything, because I can put
Yeah.
mine up in ways that you would think I didn't have any.
Yeah, you'd have to be a gray lady and look like a male.
Yeah.
For safety reasons.
because that hair does get pulled.
Oh yeah, that's why you'd have
And
to leave it up.
I've been in a fight where guys have pulled my hair.
And bite.
Oh yeah.
I've seen some things like that, and I'm like, are you kidding me right now? The dirty. Yeah.
Well, you got to look at it. There's no freaking referee in a street fight.
Nope.
That shit right.
Yeah. That's why I always go for the kneecap first, because once you freaking bust their knee and they're on the ground grabbing it, because that freaking pain, you ain't doing nothing else. I don't care how big you are. You get your knee broken, you're grabbing onto it, and you just pounce on that guy until he freaking gives up.
Mhm. Well, now living at home, I had no choice. I had to have a GI haircut. So I didn't have no problem with people pulling my hair.
I cried when I had to cut my hair. I had long, not well, it was a little shorter than the Lake Fairies as she has right now, but I had long hair growing up.
Look, I was 16 years old. My daddy told me I was going to get a haircut his way. And it come down to me and my daddy going out in the front yard wrestling to see if I would get my hair cut the way he wanted it. Well, I'm going to tell you what, and I never in my life would have dreamt I'd come out on top. But I still went and had my hair cut the way he wanted it out of respect. Now, as far as hitting fist to fist, no, I didn't. I have never hit my mama or my daddy out of respect. Okay. But it was just the fact is you had to pin me or I had to pin him. And the time we was through with one another, we couldn't even pin our damn pants together to hold them up. But I stood up before he did, and I considered myself winning. And still, I went and had my hair cut the way he wanted it, even though I won. I never made that damn mistake again, though. They wore my ass out. I slept good that night.
Oh, good question, T. Now, do you go get yours done, Bushcraft, or would you do it yourself?
What? Cut it off?
Well, not off, just when you trim it, or like
Oh, I'd have them do it.
you go and get it done.
Yeah.
Is
I'm
it a
not-
guy or a girl doing it?
Depends.
Oh,
There's-
wow.
there's two.
I've not been to a barber shop in over 30 years. Last time I went, a haircut was still $10.
Nah,
Shit,
during the sorry, go ahead.
$28 to cut my beard.
Yeah.
Didn't even cost me that much to get my hair washed.
A correction, it's not cutting, it's trimming.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy because it didn't even cost that for me to get mine washed, cut, and dried. I mean, of course it did with a tip, but it's like $22 to get your hair cut, and it includes a wash and blow dry.
Bushcraft, I got a challenge for you. I challenge you to go put a perm in your beard.
Oh, good God, no!
Why would I do that?
It'd be bushy. That would be bushy.
No, he'd have to do like what do you call it? Dreads, something or another.
Then all my food gets stuck in my beard.
At least you'll be able to see it.
Well, I can see it. It just falls straight down now.
Yeah.
If it's all bushy, it gets stuck in there.
Whoa, are you Lady D? Okay. A wash and cut and style is $150 for her. She does it herself.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she's got that specialty hair.
Oh,
Yeah, that is a lot.
You understand it. Yeah, it is expensive, but dude.
Yeah,
my daughter used to make some buku bucks doing hair.
my foster sister's got hair that's hard to deal with, but she's got it under control now.
Oh, let me tell you this right here. And I done this before it ever became style. All right. My daughter, she would want me to put her hair up in a ponytail. I said, no problem.
And she had long hair down to her,
Yeah,
her waist.
yeah. So therefore, I'd go get the vacuum cleaner, suck it all up in there, and put the rubber band on it and pull it out. You know, pull the hair out, and bam, there it was.
That's how I used to do it.
That it's funny because you see YouTube videos about that now where they put the hair tie around the vacuum.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then they put the hair in, slip the hair tie over it.
yeah.
Ooh, that's so funny.
But see, I was doing that before it ever become a fad.
Yeah. That's so cool.
We didn't have YouTube back then, did we?
No, we didn't. Hell, that's when we still had dial-up.
My poor father used to have to chase me around the house and the yard, pin me down and brush my hair. I was a pain in the neck.
Still are. What are you talking about?
I know.
Why, look, I'm going to be straight up. My opinion only, okay? Why is it harder to raise a girl than it is? Yeah.
Because it is. And
Yeah.
women think it's harder to raise a boy now. You just beat the boy. You can't beat the girl.
I think it depends on the child, but I can definitely see how girls can be harder and I can see how boys can be harder. It depends on the child.
No, it doesn't. It's
See, I said,
I've raised 3 of each, so
You know,
and they're all 3 of them are the girls are a pain in the ass.
yep.
Boys are easy.
I raised them both too, and
They're,
my girls a lot
they're
harder.
easier to potty train and everything.
Bushcraft, how many times has a boy come calling on one of your daughters? You did not like the way he looked, the way he acted, and you told him to leave and not to never come back.
That would just make it worse.
Well, I'm like this right here, and this has happened in true life. A guy has come up to pick my daughter up, sit out there and blow the horn, and I said, "Oh hell no!" and walked out there
Yeah.
and told him, "My daughter will not get in that car with you if you ain't got enough balls to come into the house so we can give you the 3rd degree." He left.
Oh yeah, I've ran into that, and I didn't bother going out or anything. I just told her, I said, "You might as well get back up in your room because you're not going out."
Yeah.
Why not? And I said, "You don't have enough respect for you to come to the door and greet you, then he doesn't deserve you." And then the next day they weren't together anymore.
You know,
they don't realize that. They don't realize it until somebody tells them that that's very disrespectful to
Mhm.
not have enough courtesy to go up and knock at the door and greet you.
well, see, my way of thinking is like this. Okay,
Okay.
if a guy expects a girl to do this and do that and everything, and he's lazy on his ass, that's going to cause problems into a relationship. Where I'm going to say the guy is going to be more controlling,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not going to get into it, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about. And it show a little respect. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna put it like this right here. When my daughter started dating her husband, now at the time, I wasn't crazy about him. Okay. because for the simple fact is he was not mature. He did not have a good job, and so forth. But he kept coming back. He was bound and determined. Now the boy has got, I can't say boy, the young man has got 4 kids. He's got his own business, and he has succeeded in everything he has done. And not because he has got all that, it's because he was bound and determined to have it all.
Yeah, do something aside.
Which I got respect for the young man. I really do. He has stuck with everything he has set his mind to. And I'm done. I just hope he ain't watching right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was answering your son's text. Sorry.
No. You were sleeping is what it was.
No. I told him you're just kissing his butt. That's all you're doing.
Oh, the other day, I told my wife my butt fell asleep, and she said, "I know it's been snoring."
So, not to change the subject, but please, if you didn't get a read, chat everybody at Shift Kicker to your prayer list. Their
Yeah.
sisters in the hospital, possible stroke. So,
Wait a minute. Shift Kicker?
yep,
No, Chef Kicker's sister.
yep.
Oh,
Yeah, Shift Kicker's sister. Add Shift Kicker's sister to the prayer
okay.
list. So, and of course, also for the family because they're emotionally and mentally going through things as you normally do when it's a family member that's close. So.
I heard
Terry,
this story, and this kind of goes with what I was talking about yesterday about people at a drive-through paying for the person behind them and whatnot.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's going through the drive-through and he's trying to figure out what he wants, and this lady behind him is beep 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 and shaking her fist and whatnot. Well, he ends up and gets his order and goes up and to pay, and he says, "I want to pay for the lady behind me."
Yeah.
And he pays for it, and then the lady behind finds out that he paid, and she's like, "Thank you," putting her hand out.
Yeah.
And he goes up to the second window and hands both receipts and says, "I want both my orders." And goes and takes off and sees the lady's face when she goes up to get her food and she doesn't have any.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back around to order again.
Wah, wah, wah. Karma, I'm telling you, it's out there. So you don't have to be violent. You can just get even. But that's why I don't go through drive-thrus. Never will you accuse me of having pumpkin spice lattes. Nope. But I'm kind of worried about Bear Truth. I think he had some in his history. So I know he's talking to somebody else right now. He's all quiet.
He's got that. He drinks that pumpkin spice Southern tea.
Yeah.
No, he don't, as Bigfoot would say, he don't neither.
Yeah, he puts it in the gravy for his Spam biscuits.
I'm in here taking a shot.
A shot of what? Pumpkin spice?
Oh, goodness.
I could just hear Jeff going up to the drive-through asking the lady for a pinkity dinkity or was the mocha, whatever the mocha doka things are that they drink.
Whatever.
I can't imagine that.
TH2, you had a pumpkin spice banana boat the other day? Well, good for you, buddy. We'll wean you off that pumpkin spice eventually.
Well, now that Bear's gone, Dixie can take over.
I'll have you back in a minute.
Oh, that's fine. You got the seat now. It's all yours. He lost it.
It's all you.
Now you can set the story straight. Oh, you just got to start off now with the rest of the story.
Dixie, what would you say is easier, a boy or a girl to raise?
What'd you say?
Which is easier, a boy or a girl to raise?
A boy.
I really thought she was going to say girl because she's still raising Bear Truth.
I mean, my girls had their moments, but I'm going to say I must have got lucky or something because my girls were great.
Well, you've never raised a boy, and grandsons don't count. So you can't really give an opinion because, you're biased.
Well, I spent many, many days and nights with a little boy who had Down syndrome. Spent many, many nights with him.
But it wasn't one that you had to raise. You just spent nights. You knew it was going to be over. You don't have to see him again.
I wasn't with them 24/7, but I'll tell you that I listened to the girls I hung out with complain about their boys. I'm telling you what, my one of my best friends had 2 boys. She had one that was so whiny. My girls would look at him like he had 3 eyeballs. Like, I don't know what it was, but a lot of my friends' kids, their boys were whiny. Cried. Everything.
Must be a New York thing.
It must be, because let me tell you what. Boys here, they're whiny.
There you go.
We had a really tall hill on the other side of the road, and my boys would get at the top of it with their bikes and go straight down. I mean, it was a straight downhill, and their idea of fun was trying not to hit the trees on the way down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, think about it. That is fun.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you something else is fun too. We had a family reunion a few years back, and it was up in the mountains. And yeah, it was on a hot day. I think it was about 80 some degrees, and this is in the mountains. So they took a roll of plastic and rolled it down the hill of a mountain. They turned the water pipe on, and there's the kids, and well, a few adults too, sliding down the plastic. That was one hell of a walk coming back up that hill.
Or in wintertime, I hear the kids and the dog going crazy outside, and I go out, check out what they're doing, and they had tied the sled to the dog and then took our cat and threw it in the air, and the dog would chase the cat.
Oh, no.
Off they'd go 90 miles an hour down whatever direction the cat took.
My girls did that with a dog in the sled, but the cat was never involved. We didn't have that.
I did that with a dog in a wagon, and don't do that.
Our son went hood slaying.
Yeah. You know, the hood off a vehicle.
Oh yeah.
They tied it to the back of a truck and went sledding like that.
Goodness.
Well, at least they didn't put the couch on it before going.
Yeah, I'm looking through Facebook when Facebook was something to look at,
Yeah.
And I see these crazy kids. One's being pulled behind on a car, going through the streets of town. And I said, "Look at those crazy."
That's
And
what
said,
I
"Oh
did.
crap, that's my kid."
Yeah, that's what I did. It was called bumper hitching. We got
They got the spare tire cover from a van. It looks like a big old disc, and they would set on it and tied a rope to the back end of the car, and they were going through the middle of town, going around curves and stuff.
oh, we did it with our feet. We didn't use a sled to tie it. We just held on to the bumper with our feet.
A bushcraft. I know me and you, we're close to the same age, maybe about 5 year difference here. Do you ever remember car surfing? Standing up on a moving car, acting like you were surfboarding.
Oh yeah. You mean when the driver getting up out of there and
No, I'm talking about the passenger. Why somebody
Well,
driving?
well, we did it a different way. The driver would actually get out and stand on the hood and then get back in.
Well, all I got to say is you better be damn good friends with the driver. That many years.
Yeah, Bear, I don't think you're man enough to do that while Dixie was in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no.
Break
No.
kick,
You know,
break
she would
kick.
have slammed on the brakes.
She
Whoops, I
would
meant to hit the gas.
have waited till she got up behind a tractor trailer and wait for him to hit the brakes before she hit the brakes. Lady D, you would be. Wait a minute. First of all,
His
Lady
mama.
D, do you live in the South?
No, she's up north.
You have no idea what us good old rednecks do for fun down here. Come to a tractor pull one week, and you will see. You will get a taste. And wear shorts because you're liable to get a little muddy. TH2, I will agree. I mean, that's one of the dangerous things there is.
Yeah.
You know,
There's a video of us the way I said we used to do it. The driver getting out and doing it. There he fell off and his car kept on going and he couldn't catch it.
Oh no.
hang on. Well, now,
Mm.
16,
that's
17, at 18 years old, when I was driving and I had to go to the bathroom, the person on the passenger side would grab the steering wheel. I'd open up the door and just kind of do a quarter roll. And, you know, I just feel sorry for anybody sitting in the back seat. But, yeah, hey, you got to go. You got to go.
Now, I'm going to end the argument about which one was worse, boys or girls. At least you ain't the parent. They had a boy that was like Damien from The Omen, and a girl like, what's her name on The Exorcist.
Carrie.
So your kids can't be as bad as those. So be thankful for your kids, even if they're a pain in the butt.
And kids do hear what you're saying, even though they act like they don't.
Yeah. See, modern times, the North is like they watch TikTok videos and do the challenges. In the South, we look at TikTok going, "Oh, that ain't nothing. Try this."
Here, hold my beer. Well, the people in the North is looking at the people in the South making the TikTok videos. Let's put it like that.
Yeah. People in the South are having gator picnics, while people in the North are eating Tide Pods.
Yeah. I don't know which one's more dangerous, the gator picnic or the Tide Pods. Because you got to go catch the gator in order to have the picnic.
No, you just freaking put your picnic basket down with your blanket, sit down there with the family, and start eating next to the gators.
Well, yeah.
I hear it's a thing in Florida.
Especially on golf courses.
Yep.
Have you seen that big ass damn alligator down in Florida?
Yeah.
It's carrying around a person.
Yeah.
Shit, you can put a saddle on that thing.
And when your little poodle gets eaten, you shouldn't have taken the poodle on a picnic.
You shouldn't have let him out to begin with.
Yeah.
I like watching them videos where the dumb alligator decides to bite an elephant on the trunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is bad news for that alligator.
Yeah.
have you,
Alligators are heavy and very powerful.
Yeah,
have you seen the videos where the alligators is attacking the pythons or the pythons are attacking the alligators?
yeah.
Now that's interesting. And it's getting to the point some of them pythons is eating the alligators.
Yep.
So
They won't have to eat for a year after they get a gator in their system.
no shit.
Have a good one, Harvest Mary. Thanks for coming, darling. Stay blessed.
Have a great day, Harvest Mary.
Rosemary Moon, you have a good evening and try to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
And stay out of trouble.
No, I didn't say that. We down here in the South. We know if you're gonna have fun, you got to make a little bit of trouble.
We know anytime you come up on panels, say something. Dixie's sitting next to you, you can have a bad day. You're already in trouble.
Shit, you have no idea.
He stays in trouble.
Yeah. Figure out what the heck I did with my phone now.
Uh-oh.
Call yourself.
I
Oh,
can,
you got it in your other hand.
I can hear it. I heard it.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
that
That's
was
why
my phone.
I said somebody just messaged me because
It's
There.
crazy Irish. Are you sitting on it?
Record.
I don't put my phone in my back pocket. I don't.
Exactly.
It's over the L.
I do.
Well, she
McFadden.
better hurry up because I'll give her 30 minutes, but then I got to cut it.
Hey, I got something for you. Dixie reminded me to tell y'all, if you get a chance, go to YouTube, pull up McFadden and Dar, D-O-R. And the name of the song is called The Mummy. Y'all may like that song.
Is that on that West Virginia radio? Does he have long hair?
Yeah, I don't know what this guy looks like, okay?
It's an old.
But it is a very, very old song. I'm talking 45 era.
It's on YouTube too.
Yeah, and it's also on YouTube.
What's the name of it?
The Mummy.
The name of the song is called The Mummy. The
Mummy?
The Mummy. The name of the person is something McFadden.
McFadden?
McFadden.
And Door.
McFadden, however the fuck you spell it. And
I have to look on my LPs. I probably got it in my LP.
I want to say Bob McFadden.
Yeah, that's it, I think. I got the 45.
I goes to show you how old she really is.
Oh, be quiet.
But I wouldn't let the Vineyard Chicks sing that song.
Well, they did a good job on that Salvation Song, because that is a hard song,
Yep.
and that's why I suggested them to sing it, because it's a hard song.
To be truthful about it, each one of them girls needs their own microphone.
They're good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
And the way they got Bunky now, the way YouTube has Bunky now,
You can't hear her.
you can't hardly hear her at all.
Yeah, well, it's not by their choice.
I know that's what I'm saying.
Well,
it's not your choice. You know.
It's expensive
Yeah.
to hook up everybody. It's just not like, put a mic, just buy a mic and stick it in front of somebody.
We
There's a lot of behind the scenes.
We got one of those microphones for Allie with a stand, and this one came with a stand because we got it on a special. And on a special, it was expensive.
Well, now,
But the thing is, you need a board, and you need mixers, because everybody has a different tone, and you have to match it with everybody else that's singing.
exactly.
And
Morning,
it's
Chris.
kind of hard to do this through YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and on a budget.
Right.
But they're good though. They really are.
Yeah, and they've been having one of the issues they've been having is one of the mics was stuck on mono, because there was people saying they can only hear it out of one ear.
Yeah.
And stuff. So they've been, it's a work in progress. And Trey has been studying for this, which is awesome. Because it's, if you've ever done anything like this, to use a mixer and all that stuff, it's very complicating.
Well, now,
Unless you have somebody sitting right there showing you how to do it, and what this slider does and that slider does, and what
Allie
knob
has
does.
one, and this thing is insane. And it's big too. So it's not just something you can stick in a corner somewhere.
oh no.
and they're using, well, what they're having issues with is Trey's drums,
Mhm.
because you hear the plastic thunk
Yep.
instead of the beat. And I never did the electric drums, because I always played the regular drums, and you actually put mics in the drums or underneath the drums, and
Now,
that way you don't get that the bang of the sticks or anything like that.
They said that they need glass packs on the drums or something.
Well, that's what you usually do for regular drums, but this is this is electronic drums. These are electric drums,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and they have one mic sitting in between
Yeah.
the two girls, and
Yeah.
the drums and the mic picks up the drums, not the drums, but the hit of the plastic.
Right.
And
Now, the thing about it
he's
is,
talking about trying to use plexiglass to block it, but
Yeah, it was plexiglass. I know.
yeah, I don't know if that's going to work or not. That's the thing. I have no experience with the.
Right. Well, Peanut helped us out, so I'm sure he would probably help in that area. You know? Yeah, because he knows how to do all that stuff and how to. I mean, he helped us. He helped us a lot with.
He does this. He records one thing at a time.
okay.
So when he does his songs, he does like the vocals, and then he has drummer come in and does this part, and
Mhm.
which is
Well,
that's
he
technically
also,
the way it is, because when you record, everybody's not in there at the same time doing
right.
it all. It's one section at a
Well,
time.
he does have a board though. I think that he can put music into and it plays the drums.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that digitally it like goes in. But like you said, you have to add all those things in
Yeah.
unless you have it all ready to go to play while you're singing. But that's not live, you know what I mean? So
Bushcraft, ask me one thing right quick. Is Trey, does she, what is it? Does she have corporal tunnels by chance?
Who? Trey? No, not yet.
Drummer.
Not yet.
Okay, because I've seen her the Monday night. She had a brace on, and she
No, that's
favoring wrist, right? But
those are gloves so she don't drop the sticks.
I'm not
Because
saying
if
that.
you notice, I keep picking on her and saying that you need to get some honey, so you don't drop the sticks. That's what
Yeah.
I was always told. Said rub some honey on your hands so that way you don't drop the sticks.
I think she only dropped them once on
Yeah,
Monday.
Monday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Dropping like 2 or 3 times.
yeah, it's
A couple of weeks ago.
playing drums. It's not like standing there twiddling your fingers. You have your both your feet going and your arms, and then she's singing at the same time.
Right.
And she had some really hard songs in a
Oh, yeah.
row.
Yeah, like Amy Lee, but yeah, like they were all in a row. She
Yeah.
Yeah. She had it. She was
Maria,
showing her Phil Collins talent.
now wait a minute. Maria C7 has got a question about corporal tunnel. She's wanting to know, is there anything we can do at home for that? She can't even hold nothing heavy.
well,
Go to the doctor because you're gonna have to have surgery. That's all you're gonna do.
good morning, Casey Irish.
Good morning.
That's what the doctor was saying, that it might have been for me on my elbow.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm
It's
not
bad
saying
for
it
surgery.
wasn't, but well, she kept coming up with all these different things, and I'm like, I could have just asked Google this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said bursitis. She said carpal tunnel thing.
Yeah, that
Um,
hurts.
It
and
does.
I'm more going towards stuff I did when I was younger, because my hands would get so messed up that I couldn't punch anybody with my hands anymore. So I went
Yeah.
elbows. I think maybe that's coming back to haunt me.
It is. That's why I have arthritis in both my hands from knuckle punching people.
So they don't just
Maria,
throw you into surgery or injections or whatever. They usually do like a maintenance. There's therapy, there's braces. I mean, I've had carpal tunnel and tendonitis since I was in my 20s. I got the test. The test hurt because I do have it. Mine's mild to moderate. But as you get older and the more you do, especially if you're repetitious, yeah, you can't even make a fist. Yeah, so there's like that numb, tingling feeling, but the numb hurts. And I know that sounds weird where the numbness actually hurts, but it goes numb, but you can feel the pain.
That's like
That's-
Dick.
Trey will get this. Your the insides of your thumbs.
Mhm.
I still have nerve damage to where when I grab something, it goes ding, like if you hit your elbow,
well, yeah, that's
your funny bone.
blowing. Yeah.
Yeah. And it'll my thumb will actually go numb. I can still use it, but
Yeah.
you get that sensation.
So a lot of it too is like inflammation will happen too. And like I'm lucky enough where my youngest daughter knows exactly how to massage my hands. But Epsom salts, massage, wrist, um,
Them
My
copper
mom,
flicks.
used, my mom used to do the paraffin wax dips. Those
but
help too.
you would have to go to a doctor to, yeah,
Well,
only a doctor would suggest whether you're actually a candidate for something like that.
yeah,
I wouldn't just go straight for,
no,
Yeah, that's what they
need a
were wanting to
referral
do.
anyway.
yeah,
Inject
that's,
steroids into my elbow.
yeah, I forgot what it's called, but,
Are you
yeah,
saying you get to surgery?
cortisol shots or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what
cortisol
they're called.
shots. Mhm.
No, they wanted to inject
Cortisone.
steroids into my elbow.
Yeah, I think it's like
Really, I
cortisone.
want to know what's better, the surgery or the injection.
Well,
Surgery always lasts.
you need, first off, you just need to go to a doctor first so they can diagnose you, because if you don't treat it, you'll have major problems. My mother had severe carpal tunnel in both of her hands from typing all the time because she was a legal secretary. And what happened to her, she ended up getting trigger finger. Her finger ended up, her tendon in one of her fingers locked in like she pulled the trigger. And it was because of the carpal tunnel. You don't want to end up to that point, because then she had to have surgery on her hand for her tendon in her fingers. Just go to a doctor.
Well, now I'm gonna ask and say something. I'm not trying to be a smart ass. Are you right-handed or left-handed, for one thing?
I've got it in both, so I don't,
Mhm.
yeah.
It doesn't matter. It just depends on how much you use your hands. It doesn't matter if you're right or left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say,
Ice and heat. So like 10, 15, 20 minutes ice on, spend a little 5, 10 minutes off, put the heat
Wax on,
on.
wax off.
Yeah, pretty much. It's ice and heat. And I mean, Tiger Balm helps. Not when you're having a flare, don't do the stuff that makes it hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And if you know you're going to be doing something that you know is going to aggravate it, you got to wear your brace while doing it and take breaks and ice it right afterwards.
Yep.
Because it's the inflammation that it creates too that aggravates it even more. Because it becomes inflamed to protect those things.
Oh,
Hey, like,
by the
well-
way, hi, crazy.
I think
Morning.
Hi,
I know.
Craig.
I was waiting for everybody to get done. That's why I was quiet, and then I butted in.
Oh, you crazy white people, just do Asian Chinese acupuncture. It fixes everything.
Good morning, everybody.
with me, with what I have, I was born and I was right-handed all the way up to about a year ago. Now I'm having to do everything left-handed. So I would say, Maria, if you can, start training left-handed.
You should,
But I've
you
had
should
the
always do
surgery
that
done.
anyway.
I've had the surgery done for carpal tunnel. It's not that bad. You're down for maybe like a week with some stitches. You go, but you have to get referred to a specialist. And
I
have-
try everything before surgery, though.
Yeah, I mean, talk to the doctor first. Could be fibromyalgia in your arms that are affecting your hands too. You never know. You have to go get tested, and the testing of it is really, honestly, not that bad. You just do it. If you want your health to get better, just do it.
Yeah.
Good morning,
That's all I
Garner.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, Chris.
Well, see, I don't have corporal.
I'll just
I got-
you know.
If I was to get a glass of water and hold it in my right hand from the time it left the faucet until I got to where I could drink it, I might have half a swallow left. But if I'm not holding nothing, you never would know it either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to sign papers. I got medically put out of my job that I was at because I couldn't do what I needed to do. But because I was still able to work, I didn't get anything to stay home either.
She come up with another good question. Can cancer in your hands cause this from your phone?
Well, I don't know
Should I
about
tell
that,
them?
but I can tell
So-
you that two of my youngest daughter's doctors remind her every year and me to not put your phone by your head. Or
Yeah.
they say you should have it at least 12 feet from your body while you sleep.
Yeah. So many people put it under their pillow.
That's not good.
That's,
Should I show them
that's
my
like,
nodules on my hands?
But again, I would ask doctors these questions that you trust.
I'm like this right here. My cell
Yeah.
phone, my computer is 3 rooms away from my bedroom. Okay. And my bedroom door is shut. So if anything goes off, I don't hear shit.
You don't.
well,
But I will tell you this. I will cuss you out while I'm sleeping in a heartbeat. I've been doing that right much here lately.
Oh no.
You've been
I
talking
was
in your
drinking
sleep?
the other night and told the person to call 1-800 wham wham wham. I got tired of listening to you shit, and the wife was laughing, and I was asleep the whole time.
Dixie, here's the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep.
Hey, trust
That wasn't me.
I bushcraft have no idea how
was just saying
well you are. That's how a lot of divorces happen, is because the husbands cannot keep their mouth shut when they sleeping. That's how wives learn everything. And it's best not to do nothing.
Wait until you get smacked in the middle of the night when you're sleeping, and
What's happened?
find out that your wife had a dream that you was messing around with another woman.
It has happened. Trust
Like, I
me.
didn't do anything. In my dream, you did.
One of the worst arguments within the last 5 years that I can think we had. There was a girl that I knew way before me and Dixie ever met up, and I mentioned her name in a dream. She was pissed off at me for 2 or 3 days.
Well, she should be.
Yeah, but that was before me and her ever met.
Yeah,
that's
but
just
she's in your
weird.
dream.
All right. That's just
Look.
what you get.
Go to sleep and I dream. I cannot help what I dream. Period.
Yes, you can. You can control your dreams.
Bullshit.
It's just like when you wake up in the morning and you feel smarter. You know how you got smarter while sleeping? Your wife's whispering stuff to you while you're sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
No, I got
that
duct tape
day.
in my mouth. I have duct tape. Yeah, we need to buy some more duct tape too.
As Lake would say.
Bobby, life with Bobby, my wife will agree with you on that one. The conversations you have with a person who is sleeping can be entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Especially Lakeberry. She has a lot of dreams.
I do, but I can control most of them.
Mm-hmm.
I dream in color and I can pause, rewind, wake up, go back in and play it just like it was a movie.
I cannot do that. Once
That's the alien mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So cell phone. Let's put it this way: the cell phones are bad for you to sleep next to. TH2 probably doesn't want to be sleeping next to his Barbie because we know Barbie's AI. So,
But
It'd be bad for you anyway, cause cancer.
yes, people have been known to get spots on their hands that actually nodules in their hands that are cancerous, but everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody is different. So if you're afraid of that, go to your doctor. We're not
Now,
medical professionals to exactly tell you what's going on. So
Yeah. If you're worried about holding a phone, you might want to get a colonoscopy. Because about what you're eating. 'Cause- well, no, I'm just saying because for all these years they didn't tell you what they're putting in the food, so you know that's got to
Right.
affect organs and stuff. So you need to get checked out.
Yeah. And
not telling her either.
doctor's famous last words: "If it hurts, don't do that."
You know?
Mm-hmm.
My doctor flat out told me if I did not do one before I came to see her again, she was going to strap me to the table and do one. I've done
Just
had.
all I can say, I know everybody don't want to know what's going on with themselves, but if you get it done, then you can know how to deal with the problem.
Now, I do mine mail in, okay? Ain't nobody sticking nothing up there, period. And
You won't even know because you're asleep. They knock you out.
it don't make a damn bit of difference. It's the thought.
Dixie and us will be standing there while he's under anesthesia listening to him talk.
You can see it.
The worst mistake a man can do is let a woman hold his hands while she's giving birth. That's damn near what a colonoscopy is going to feel like.
What the heck? No.
No, that is not what a colonoscopy feels like. You wake up with gas. That's it. You toot a little bit.
Look, I've already got
After it's done, go have Mexican food and eat lots of spicy stuff because they tell you not to do it.
yeah, I
You
know.
just go against doctor's orders because
So
that's how you
push
get
it
rid of
right
the gas faster.
That's going to be
Yep.
one pissed off doctor when I wake up.
Goodness, you guys. This is
I wake up.
Wow. Right.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. At my age, I've been through more medical things than I know what to do with, but a
But you still want to
colonoscopy
get
is
them
not.
done.
It's not pleasant. The night before is probably the worst, but no, it isn't.
Yeah, because it's the stuff that you have to drink to.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
yeah.
24 hours
That's
prior.
the worst part, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Can't
that's
do
the worst part.
I've had several done. I mean, they do the upper endoscopy first, they do the lower endoscopy after. I've had several done within a year and many, many years going on after. Excuse you. It
That was
ain't
the wet one.
pleasant. It's not something you want to go, oh, can't wait to go get that done.
Yeah. But if you never had one or haven't had one in a long time, you need to have you catch it early if there's any problems.
Right.
If you're
So,
catching it late, then you're going to be regretting it. Don't
If
live
I-
with regret.
yeah, there was so many things going on with me. If I didn't have one done, I wouldn't be here today. So,
Yeah,
Right.
Well,
I think the upper was worse than the lower.
oh yeah, yeah. And I if I, I'm still apprehensive and I still get anxious and doing
Maria,
it.
Who don't, you know?
Maria,
I've had more than I even remember how many I've had. That's how many I've had.
And none of them been as painful as her cutting her hair. Just remember that.
Yeah, getting my hair cut was way worse. Yeah.
well, laying on the line, I'm sitting here, I'm joking, cutting up bullshit.
Right.
But if the doctor told me I really, truly need to do a colonoscopy, yeah, I would have one done. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I would like it.
Well,
And again,
they moved the age up down.
yeah,
Now it's 45 when you get it done.
Yeah.
But
So
I'm-
you owe them like 10 of them now, Bear Truth.
I've had 4 of them. Okay.
Yeah, you still owe them 10. You're that old.
Now, another question, Maria. I'm hearing a lot about the alert. Actually 5G and 6G test. Do y'all
Nope. Wrong again. It's 10.
No.
It's 10.
10G? Wait a minute. What happened to 6, 7, 8, 9?
That,
You were sleeping.
you know, China is up to like 19 and 20G over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
up with your-
way more G's than that. It's that's just what we hear over here in the United States because
I gotta get it.
our towers are so far behind.
I gotta get educated on this shit. I don't even know what 1G is.
Okay,
It's-
well, I'm gonna educate Bear Truth. Bear, what's the one freaking farmer's crop that's worse than anything else to grow for climate or global warming?
Wait a minute. I'm gonna say rice or corn.
Well, pick one. This ain't multiple choice.
Okay, corn.
Rice.
And
You had it right the first time. Now, which countries grow all the rice? So they're the ones freaking causing all the problems in the environment, if you think about it. There's all the rice fields.
Right.
He just gave it away too, rice fields.
Well,
Yeah. But I
told you jalapeno is the spice of life. Never has one jalapeno plant freaking cause global warming.
if I eat a lot of spicy foods right now, the way my health is, I'd end up back in the hospital.
And it's a homemade colonoscopy. That's all it is. If we really think about it.
Well, see, now back in the day, I'd sit there and I'd match you spice with spice. But
Oh,
right
you lose.
now, I can't do it.
Yeah, you lose. Just like when I was in Russia, they made me go drink for drink on vodka. They were all passed out by the time I walked out of the club.
Dude, I will admit this right here. There is spices out there that 90% of the Americans ain't even tasted yet that will blow the hair off of the top of your head.
Yep, like cabbage. Yeah. Stay away from it. That's bad for you. Cabbage is bad for you. Don't eat it. I'm telling you, do not eat it.
Damn, that's good though. Fried cabbage with fat back.
Yeah, you probably have the cabbage wrap spam, pumpkin spice spam. Yep.
Nah, I don't want to kill the taste of spam.
Yep. And then you freaking have a Bud Light right there next to it to wash it down.
No, Ice House.
Okay.
I don't know. TH2's fact checking. So far, it's coming up. What I said is correct. So,
Maria, what state do you live in? Just the state. I don't want to know the city, the county, or anything else.
one of the lower 48, I bet.
There's a possibility she could be in the upper 2 or 3.
did you know there was 11 other states that got thrown out?
I believe it.
Wait a minute. I'm sleeping. Thrown out of what?
Well, there was 11 other states instead of the ones we have now. There were 11 more.
No shit. Okay.
You
South
got to
Texas.
hear some of the names of these states too.
Maria, I don't know where you live, but we're up here in the Adirondacks having a heat wave. So,
Hell, we on
Oh, come on. Heat wave, really?
yeah, next week we have a couple of nights going down to like 40 degrees, 39, 40. But
It ain't a heat wave unless it's triple digits.
it's hot, sticky, and moist here right now.
Well, turn your air conditioner on.
They are. They've been on for, well, I think there was only half of a day that they weren't on one day. No, it's hot. We're in that we're in that what we call up here that Indian summer.
Oh,
After
yeah.
the harvest moon, we get the Indian summer for about a week to 10 days. It gets real hot.
Hell,
Yeah,
ain't
that's why I'm waiting for my garlic. It's too dry right now.
Yeah, we're dry and hot, but it's also like hot, sticky, moist at like the air's moist.
the only reason I don't want to see a winter now on kind of the gas bill. And that's how we heat. We got propane. We don't have pipe tin, and that shit is expensive.
Can you get a wood stove, or you ain't gonna be hauling wood? Probably.
We got a wood stove. Don't get me wrong, but it's the chimney part I'm kind of scared of.
Right, chimney.
Oh no, you just okay. So we clean ours we clean ours at the end of the year. We stick a thing down there in the beginning of the season just to make sure it's clear. But as long as you're doing a hot burn, like you're doing a really good burn, like I'm talking like 450 under 500, but 450, you burn all that crease. So you want to use oaks and maples, and you can use some birch. Don't ever put any pine. I mean, if you're burning, you gotta burn
Yeah.
hard wood, but you gotta ramp at least twice a day. A
There's,
nice hot
there's a
fire.
bunch-
Like in the morning, you gotta make sure that you ramp that sucker and burn out anything that could be in there from the night before.
Now wait a minute. Hold on.
But
The pipe from my wood stove to the chimney, okay,
Hey, Chuck.
it's a fireplace that's got a piece of metal up to it with a hole cut in it.
uh-huh.
From that wood stove is about 1.5 feet of pipe.
So it's not a wood stove, it's a fireplace.
no, it's a wood stove that
Wood.
they cut a hole in the chimney to put
Yeah.
the pipe into.
Yeah.
That I know what he's talking about because I've got the same thing. I don't have a wood stove, but I have a hole where somebody had one.
Yeah.
Oh, so you only have the pipe, not the wood stove.
No, he has it. His concern is where it goes into the chimney.
Yeah, because as old as this house is, I don't know if the mortar in the brick
Yeah,
done got old and started separating between the up in the
Down
attic.
through.
yeah.
So what you're saying is you don't know what your pipe looks like right now.
No.
Right. Like what I have,
It's
like
not the pipe; it's the chimney.
the chimney
You know, the
exhaust.
brick chimney.
Yep,
Okay.
you gotta hire a fiddler on the roof to take care
You
of
should be
your.
having it. If it's a brick chimney, that
It needs sweat.
even if
No,
you
no.
want it to go get looked at to make sure it's lined too.
Exactly.
What they will do,
Corrosion.
what you have to do is because they'll tell you this. You have to get pipe inside the chimney
Yeah.
Yep.
to go in, and that's real expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, okay, so that's what we did. We have a chimney going up, but the chimney's not on top of the house anymore. So the where the pipe runs through, it goes up through the chimney. But on top, it doesn't do that anymore. It has a pipe that goes up with a cap.
Mm-hmm.
And from the back of our wood stove, we have what we call put on a T, and then it goes up, and then it goes to the, I forgot what it's called. Is it like a triple walled? Yeah.
Like, hold on. This house was built over 100 years ago. When they built this house and put that chimney in, they didn't have all that. They didn't know nothing about that. It was brick all the way up from the foundation to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the exhaust for the whole
Yeah.
house. You need to have you do have to have the mortar checked to make sure that the brick and mortar is all together. But
Exactly.
you should have, like Bushcraft said, some kind of pipe, and you got to make sure your stuff's lined too, like so nothing gets in it.
Yeah,
Well,
you'll go
right.
in and they'll say, "Oh, I'll check your mortar and make sure it's sealed," and they'll say, "Oh, you got too many leaks," and then you have to put the pipe in.
Yeah,
Do you know anybody that's a mason around you, or a friend or anything?
I do.
Well,
But
have them look at it.
I wouldn't even bother with all that.
And
I would
never
just do a
Jeff-
pipe.
Jeff rents.
yeah, I rent.
Oh.
It's also
But still, if you have a friend look at it and don't break nothing because it's the landlord's, but you have the information to tell your landlord, there you go.
Just slap Gorilla Tape on it. I hear that seals everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't. All right, if you rent, I wouldn't mess with anything. Mm-mm.
Right.
I could tell you an easy way to clean out a chimney too, or a
gotta clean one out.
your stovepipe. No, this is a very easy way. You get because you already have the squirrels. You get a mess of squirrels and you stick in there and then start a fire.
Mhm.
They'll clean out that pipe for
Hold
you.
on. We had
On their blowtorch.
we had a bat to come down the chimney and come out of the wood stove into our house.
Your chimney top needs to be capped.
It is capped. There is about 2 inches or the thickness of a brick with a concrete board on top.
Don't the caps come with it's like chicken wire?
Yeah, it should be a screen on there.
If the cats get on top of this house without sliding down, they should cats.
Yeah, no, I understand with the old house thing. It's got a slopey.
But see, I cannot even get up in the chimney. I mean chimney, damn. I cannot even get up
Have a good one.
attic and check, for sparks coming out because
Take
the hole,
today's weather.
Bye, Chuck.
because the hole in the chimney is like a 2 foot by 2 foot.
Chuck, where you going? Where's
Yeah.
Chuck going?
He needs to be safe with the weather he's getting today because we're getting it tonight. Maria, be safe starting tonight through tomorrow.
Be
Will
safe,
be
Chuck.
flash floods. So.
Everybody in Texas, be safe if you're in that area where you're getting them flash flooding.
And Oklahoma too. So
Oh,
And
like
please,
Oklahoma kids are getting that tennis ball size hell tonight.
something, bush crab, that's something we need to. I'll tell you about it later.
You'll
You too,
forget.
Maria. Have a good one. All right. Well, you know that's
Tell
tight,
Dixie,
Well, I know we all do it at this time of the year, but we need to refresh people's mind. If the power goes out, do not use a gas grill in the house, cooking, and so on and so on.
that's some people in Texas do that.
No, those are the ones that came from California. Texans use butane inside the house.
That's so. I wouldn't. Yeah, even for electric stove, I wouldn't even heat up the house that way for a long
But
time.
hey, I got a gas stove, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, a gas stove you still gotta watch out for. You just turn on the burners on the top and you'll heat up your house.
I
Well,
just put on the
I'll-
oven, I can heat up the house.
If the power goes out during the winter, and if need be, I'll throw a couple of logs in the fireplace. But we also have a heater, a kerosene heater also. And yes, the ceilings in this house are about 15 foot. Okay, so I'm not worried about the fumes really. But yes, bushcraft, you're right. Get an oxygen thing to go in the room.
CO2 monitors.
Carbon monoxide detector.
Yeah. Now,
You
how
can-
are you doing?
Everybody should have one anyway.
Those, do you install them up high or do you install them low?
It doesn't really matter. It'll pick it up.
Well, it depends on the one you get.
Yep.
They just read the directions because there are some that plug into the wall, so that's going to be low. There are some that are disposable that
You know.
they tell you the middle of the room, and then there are some that are are part of the smoke detector that are up
Built
high.
into it.
So we have separate CO2s from our fire alarms with our security, and all homes must have both in several parts of the house.
Yep.
But when you have a wood stove, both,
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have them.
Now I've got the redneck fire detector.
No, Jeff.
Jiffy Pop.
Yeah.
That
would
doesn't
be
pick
for the
up
fire, but
CO2 though.
that would be for the fire, but that ain't gonna pick up the CO2.
Yeah.
Hey, it'll work for the fire. I promise you that.
You know what? All right, when we bought the house last year, well, not even last year, it's not even been a year yet. We had to get new detectors put in. We
Yeah.
bought the ones that I think they were Lowe's or Home Depot. They have a 10-year life on them. They're fire alarm and smoke alarm and CO2 alarms all in one.
What was the price?
Like $40 each one.
Okay.
Here I get them free.
But they have a 10-year. You're supposed to replace them every 10 years anyway. So these ones go in 10 years, and you just
Jeff, just get a mess load of parakeets and put them in every room of the house.
Well, you can get.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nice snack for my cats.
you know what? You get them and you send the receipt to your landlord and say, "Here, I replaced them for you. Now that comes off my
Well,
rent."
they're not even supposed to rent out unless they have those things. in it.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
So that's an automatic fail if they don't have working carbon monoxide and smoke detectors. Any place that they rent out, they can get in huge trouble.
And
And
I
that-
do believe that goes in
I
every
don't,
state,
and
right?
that depends on that state too.
I
I
guess.
do believe that it goes along with almost every state nowadays.
Yeah, we have to have a smoke
You just gotta look
detector
at
in
it.
every room except the bathrooms here. And then, depending on the footage, how many CO2.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have one outside the bathroom, but yeah, the bathroom would be silly because of the steam. It'd be going off every time you took a shower.
Right.
I've got
Yeah.
three in the basement.
Close to my
The first floor, I've got 3. Upstairs, probably about 6.
We only
Smoke
have one
detectors.
upstairs and one downstairs, one by the furnace, well, 10 feet away from the furnace, and then one in the middle of the hallway near the bathroom, and as long as it's near the 2 bedrooms.
Yep.
We got them inside the bedrooms, outside the bedrooms door,
Yeah.
outside the bedrooms, in our kitchen, off the dining room, laundry room, the back. of
Well,
the house.
unfortunately, I don't have one in the kitchen anymore.
We have several in the
Shut up.
garage. Right? We have several in the garage, but I don't want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them should have a battery also in it.
A working battery.
And whether that battery goes off or not, that should be checked every 6 months. There's cans of smoke that you can get, and you test your smoke detectors and your carbon monoxide detectors.
Oh, I
Well,
check mine every month when I change my air filter out.
Yeah.
All I got to do is hook a cigarette up to mine, but I'm gonna tell you, don't neither one of my smoke detectors have batteries in it.
Are they hardwired to the house?
I took them out.
Well, they ain't gonna work then.
Oh, okay. It's not that I would put them back in.
Well, I agree with you, but these smoke detectors, they are outdated. But I mean, I'm like this right here. They do work when I got batteries in them.
Yeah. Well, we replaced one upstairs, one down. Is there only 2 of them in the house?
Yeah.
Well, do one at a time. You don't have to do it exactly in one day.
And I do have a CO2 in here, but I swear I think that damn thing is reflected because during the summertime that damn thing's going off.
I'll give it to Danny and take care
When
of
it's
it.
going off, that means your battery's going. We got to replace the battery.
Well,
Yeah, but there are brand new batteries in there.
They ain't that new if they're freaking going off.
Yep.
the ones that they installed here are disposable. So as soon as they go off, then or as soon as you don't see the light flashing, that means it's done.
Yeah, you got to get it replaced.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the CO2, the carbon thing I got, it is old. It is a throwaway, you know. And I think it's just defective.
Well,
now.
all of them are. You shouldn't keep smoke detectors because the sensor in them, they don't last. They get corroded from whatever, because they're always it's always something going in it.
Yeah.
So they say you shouldn't keep them.
What?
There's
No
the
more.
real expensive ones that there are hardwired into your house,
Right.
into the electricity. They even say replace those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, B. Charman wants to know why are we talking about fire and CO2 alarms? Because we got winter coming up, and a lot of people just don't understand.
Right. Or they don't understand to make sure that you pull your dryer out and make sure you remove all and any of debris that gets caught in the little
I
part.
still got.
Yeah, there's that little part there. We just did ours not long ago. There's that little part that goes to your dryer, but
I got it.
before it goes out, that needs cleaned out. And then the tube itself should be checked, and if it's bad, it needs replaced. Because dryer fires are no joke.
CJ, now hold on. I live out in the sticks. 20 minutes is the closest town we got.
Yeah.
And I done a thing on how many residents are here, and it ain't that many. I don't think the fire department will do that.
Oh,
And
and
besides
anyway,
that, hey, now check this shit out. Okay, wait a minute. I got a fire department, which is, and I'm gonna say, the throwing distance of a rock to my house. All right, but yet, if something was to happen, they got to call them about 3 miles away from me to come and put a fire out or something like that. I'm not in the other one's district. That's bullshit.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean it's right. It's right around the corner. Shit, somebody from that fire department can be here before the fire horns start.
Yeah, but still, it don't hurt to ask. Like CJ said, it doesn't hurt to ask. I mean,
yeah.
never be afraid
Okay.
to ask anything like that, and especially if it's something like that.
And there's a lot of programs too for people over 55 or who are retired. There's a lot of
Yep.
things where you can get things done with doors and windows and fire and security. And there's a lot of different discounts or programs where you can even get that stuff all done for free. Even
God,
if you
I-
rent.
Underneath my door, so cut big and big, I think a damn possum could come in it.
Jeez.
Now we got a fire hydrant out in front of the house out here, but I don't think there's any water in it.
Oh goodness. Well, that's their responsibility from the town. They go by and they check everyone. They flush them.
We don't have a town. We got a community, and in this community, they just put up a 4-way stop, a Dollar General, and a convenience store, and about a half a mile up the road is a post office. That's it. And the fire department.
We just got two stop signs and still don't have street lights. We're moving up in the world, Jeff.
You mean to tell me we got 2 more stop signs than y'all do?
Well, we just got two stop signs and we still don't have any street lights.
Oh, we ain't got no street lights here either.
And the stop signs we got down the road also have those pretty little flasher lights on them.
They blink.
Because they're still new.
The only flasher lights we have here in our town are either blue or red.
Oh, the ones that chase.
Oh, yeah.
All right, y'all. It's past the 3-hour mark, so I'm gonna have to call it. I want to thank everybody in chat coming out.
Wow, you've been on for 3 hours.
Yeah, and I'm going.
My God, are you still talking?
I've been trying to hush Bear Truth up, but he keeps talking.
Oh my God.
Anyway, the important thing is thank you for coming out and joining this fine illicit crew of knowledge. Remember, we're not experts. Still check with your professionals. But in the long run, let's see with Bushcraft. You got anything upcoming today? Uploading a video, doing a live, or anything?
Let me see if I'm doing no. Except for, my normal thing over there on Bushcrafty.
Oh, okay.
Trying to do the whole challenge for the month of October.
Yes.
Yeah,
A video
I'm still
a day.
trying to finish my video so I can post it, but I'm having problems with my freaking video creator thing. So
Yeah, and if anybody's not subscribed to Bushcrafty Talks, you're really missing out.
yeah, and it's how it sounds: Bushcraft with a Y at the end. So Bushcrafty, and then Talks.
Yeah, well, hold on. I'll put it in there.
Okay, thank you. Crazy Irish, you got anything going on? You gonna post anything? Going live? Anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish editing some video from yesterday's tree chopping, so
Okay.
it was fun yesterday.
Yeah. And Bear Truth?
Yes, I've got a challenge coming up for our community. And
Oh,
I'll mention it tomorrow up on my channel. So
Hey, Ruben.
I'm not getting a perm in my beard.
Yeah.
that's all right. We'll hold you down and give you one ourselves.
We will not drink any Bud Light. Just because you like it, we're not going to drink it, just like we don't drink pumpkin spice. Sorry.
The only thing for Bud Light to me is target practice.
right? Well, there you go. There's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay, Lake Bear, your turn. You dropping anything, going live or anything?
I don't think so. I don't know. To be honest with you, I was going to go live at 2 to something, and that's going to be really, really loud. And then there's going to be a lot of people that wouldn't come in because they're going to be turning off everything. They don't want to hear it. So,
Yeah, but if you post it, then they may come in because they know you're going to be there.
yeah, and
You won't
because
be holding their hand.
well, and because also I haven't gotten a lot done yet. Because I've
There's
been
nothing to do. You didn't take
Oh.
Monday off.
well, no, but you know the thing.
Yeah, I know the thing.
Yeah,
You can
I
hold
gotta
it
go
all
out
off.
to the garage and turn the record player on, and
Oh no.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, if you do everything today and everything goes kaput,
I gotta
like we've
play
been
with.
predicting, it ain't gonna matter tomorrow because you ain't gonna be doing your thing tomorrow.
Yeah, and I gotta play with the kids and get the pool ready because I've got leg hair.
Oh my God, you and those kids! I swear, you got too many kids to drop off some places.
You got turtles poking their heads out too?
No,
Yeah, she got the Ninja Turtles too. Yep.
What?
we've got frogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours to hear, not to tell.
No, but I have nothing good to leave with you guys other than
Maybe.
God bless you all, and that's good, you know.
Mhm.
And
That's always good.
Do what
Check
you
your smoke detectors, your CO2 detectors. Make sure you got a good
yeah.
fire extinguisher, one that's suited for like the kitchen or whatever you need it for.
Yeah.
Go.
What B says, no fear, and do what you think is right for you and your family, no matter what other people think. Use your own discretion. Just don't have stinking thinking.
Like I've been telling Lake Ferry the last couple of days, if it does go all to hell, because it switches people's brains, don't use your phone afterwards.
Yeah.
Don't let the government track to know that you're still normal, because zombies don't use phones.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, it don't make no difference. You turn your phone.
Sit down on here, Tobias.
Yeah, the people around you are friends, not food.
Smells
Interesting.
Oh, that now.
like
Famous last words.
I smell like I've got fresh mulch all around my house.
I know. And just a note, clam sauce is not for chicken. I'm just saying, no, you don't use clam sauce for anything.
It's not clam sauce. It's different. So fish sauce and oyster sauce is different than clam sauce.
Oh, I know. All I know is I saw a label on that video that said clam sauce. I'm
No,
like,
it did not. It said
No.
oyster sauce. It's different, just like your eel sauce and
A1 sauce, Thousand Island, ranch dressing,
Asian.
Tabasco sauce. Yeah, no
Exactly.
clam sauce.
What did I miss earlier?
You don't care. It still tastes like fish.
And Lady D, enjoy your watermelon today. I'm glad you're making up for yesterday's lost fruit time.
When your chicken tastes like fish. It didn't taste like fishy at all.
Yeah, the noodles did though.
No, it did not.
It tastes like fish.
Yeah, but oyster sauce is not made for chicken.
Oyster sauce is made for Asian cooking, whether you're doing beef, chicken, or fish. It's fine.
I do not want my beef to taste like chicken.
It ain't gonna taste like fish.
It don't
Oyster sauce
taste
don't
like
taste
fish.
like fish.
It doesn't. You'd be surprised. It does not.
It does. Oyster sauce
I
doesn't
love
taste.
it will.
How many people use Worcestershire sauce?
I
That's
do
fi-
it.
That's
I do.
fish.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and it
it's
goes
just-
on-
Watch your sister sauce. Yep.
Wash
Exactly.
your sister's sauce. Oh goodness! Ow.
Not my sister's sauce.
There ain't no fear to fear unless all you got left in your cupboard is spam, as Bigfoot would say.
Be charming. It doesn't taste like fish.
It don't. Worcestershire sauce doesn't, and oyster sauce don't taste like fish.
Yeah, if
No.
you're trying to make an Asian dish, you're supposed to use soy sauce, not
We
clam
use
sauce.
we use soy. We use sesame. We
Oyster.
use
Your sauce.
oyster. Yep.
Oyster and
And watch where you get your soy sauce because
Yep.
Yes. You got to be careful. You got to get a good one. You can't get
Yeah.
that cheap stuff.
Hey, I figured
Like,
out.
like your olive oil.
Mhm.
Remember, your olive oil, you got to get the extra virgin.
Yes.
I figured out how
and not in plastic.
made. You got
I
a
know.
great big pump.
I mean, this is what I woke up to. I've only been up here for like an hour, not even about an hour. And yeah, they all started before I did, so I'm just jumping into it. And yeah. Hi. Yep.